Welcome back to the Shattered Lands. We've got our Shield Wardens Session 9 starting. We've got, let's see, wow. Last session, the party broke out of jail. They were able to escape, or at least get Lucius out of jail, escape back to the Queen's Rest, their kind of place of operations for now within the city. Return the cart that they stole without anyone being the wiser, at least as of yet. They hung out during the day to kind of like let some things settle down. They got some more clothes for Lucius. They hired a street kid to bring them food in the mornings. And as the night was bringing in, the sun was starting to set, two airborne figures arrive, one being Daisy, and the other is the airship captain, Modia Ahela. Arrives, the Aarakocra that captains the ship that they came in. And that is where we had left off. So, party. What are we up to?
Modia, it's so good to see you, girl. How you doing?
Doing fine. I'm doing fine. You seem to be in a pickle, it looks like. What's going on?
Well, I had to tell you, this is pretty much standard for us at this point. You need to get used to that. We go in with a good plan, and then other things happen. So, as it stands, this is, oh my goodness, I'm absolutely blanking on her name right now. Is it Lucia?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Lucia. She is someone we need to keep safe and get back onto your ship and take back to the island. As it stands just now, just so you know, we're wanted fugitives for apparently trying to commit murder. We didn't, and we're trying to get off of the island. So there's very likely to be a lot of law enforcement trying to stop that from happening.
Okay. Never dull, is it?
Guy.
If it was dull, it'd be boring.
If you're boring, you certainly wouldn't be interesting at all.
That's how it goes, my dear. I'd rather be interesting and terrified, you know?
Yes.
Also, you might notice that Lucius is a little bit small just now. He can't help it. He's a bit of a wimp at the moment. But he's going to talk to his daddy, he says, and he's going to get that resolved. I don't even know what that means, but whatever, it's fine.
It's all right. Don't put me out like that.
And yeah.
Speaking of, some handsome guy came. He had something for you. And she like pulls off this backpack off her back, and she pulls out like a wrapped up package in like brown paper and hands it over to you, Lucius.
Thanks. I said like
It's fairly heavy. You would have familiar weight to it.
Okay, so he don't know who she's talking about. He's kind of like put it afar and open the thing slowly.
You'll see two familiar looking gauntlets within.
Yeah, he's just gonna say like, that dirty bastard. And then he'll put him back on.
He said something like, don't lose him again. I'm not gonna go fetch him for you all the time. I don't know. We didn't talk a lot.
I gotcha. Well,
some handsome guy.
Yeah, tall, muscular, dark hair. kind of gave off a slight light to him.
Was he standing to the west?
But yeah, he'll put it on, so like they'll probably see him get back inside.
Either that or you're about to get cursed, but let's see what happens.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna put them on yet because they're looking for me. So I'll put them in my bag and I'll stay like this for now. But I'll look at Hendrix, and I'll do you have anything else I could use? This dagger's not really gonna help me.
I've got a couple of hatchets.
That works.
Take them both. But I want them back. The only one.
I'm not a thief.
Nothing wrong with being a thief.
Just a murderer.
Right, that's the line we draw. No one here is a murderer.
Yeah.
We're all perfectly innocent of that.
But what about that one guy?
We're not talking about that one guy, okay? You can leave it go, all right? You know what they say? What happens in Ninias stays in Ninias.
He is probably burnt up to a crisp by now.
Oh my god.
I don't even want to know. So, what is the plan? Because, I mean, I can't bring my ship in here.
Where is it?
Off the coast, waiting for us.
Get back as soon as possible.
How do we get from... I mean, because if it's off the coast, how do we get from here to it?
Get to the edge of the island.
Oh.
What's it?
Do you have some way to safely descend?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
For me and a number of others. A number. And that number is...
I think like 5.
I think it's 3, actually, but I'll check. No, you are right and I am wrong. Choose up to 5 fallen creatures within range. So yes, I have a way that we can descend at a gradual pace, but I would hope that you would come and pick us up and not just let us float into the nothingness beneath.
We'll see.
Well, that just fills me up with a lot of... You know what?
Of course she wants to get paid.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Would she be able to fly Lucia, carry her to the ship now? So at least we know she's out of harm's way.
I am very good at flying by myself. Carrying someone, not really my strong suit.
Fair enough.
What I'd ask, never know.
I mean, my brother, big, strong, bulky, can carry an elephant, but not really. But
you have a brother. That's always worked out well. Okay. Let's go on.
Well, you know, if you
were strong enough, would you try to carry her back?
I mean, if you guys desired me to carry her back, I could. I could carry her back and find you guys if you wanted to send that nifty little bird of yours with me. She was able to hone in on you. But unless you're going to be here when I return, but it's probably about half a day's flight from here to the edge of the island. Maybe a little less on a flight.
If you... Go ahead.
I was going to say, how long is it to go on foot?
Somewhere around there, maybe a little bit longer than half a day. 3/4 a day. It's rough terrain. Lots of trees, rocks. We are in the mountains.
That would be perfect.
But currently the ship is directly west.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hand her my gauntlets. I'm gonna be like, here, put this on, and don't lose them.
Nice. Puts them on. They acquire attunement?
I think they might.
Yeah, I think so.
Usually, how long does that take?
An hour. I have to do a short rest with them.
Yeah. But I mean, they'll help out. So.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, give it a little time. You'll feel the effects.
All right. Well, I guess just relax with these for a little bit. See how they take.
Lucius, do you not think maybe you're going to need to have that strength yourself?
What do you think? I can take care of myself just because I look like this?
I don't know how to answer that without offending you.
Oh, I mean, you have offended me so many times that I'm used to it. It's okay.
Okay. Well then, no, absolutely not. Your whole thing is about being big and strong. Now you're small and weak.
I can still fight. Just think about it this way. They're looking for a big, muscular guy. I don't look like a big, muscular guy right now, so that will help us get out of here.
They saw you get small.
It doesn't matter. Who's going to believe that this guy fucking went from a hulking figure to the pseudo itty bitty? They're not going to believe him. Plus, I'm dead.
That's, you know what? There's lots of points that you're actually correct about. That's fine. Okay.
But is there any way that, like, somebody can get me a shield? That would definitely help out a lot.
I can get you one.
I'm gonna give Hendrix. Well, actually, I'll keep his statue because I can throw them shit.
Yeah.
Do you have any armor at all at the moment?
I don't, but I mean, I can take a hit. If I can get a shield, I'll be fine.
Would you be able to use creation to make him some temporary armor?
I think I can. I can only do it once a day, and I think that I've already made you a suit today.
You made the suit out of the curtains.
Yeah, you used a kid or something.
Full Snow White.
That's right, I did. I made it using my disguise kit. Then, yeah, I guess all I can do is let me take a look at this real quick as a process. Not a spell. I need.
Would you be able to make
a leather armor for me so that way I don't look really bulky?
It's really about the costing. How much does it cost to make leather? How much is leather armor? How much is chainmail armor? Even?
I think studded leather is 50.
I can make up to a value of 80 gold pieces, and it will last for 3 hours. And I can make it at size medium, so it will fit you for sure, because you're only medium, right?
Yeah, I would say studded armor would be good, because I don't want to be walking around with bulky armor at the moment.
Yeah, fair.
A chain shirt is 50. Studded leather is 45 gold pieces.
Okay.
Scale mail, which would be heavy, is 50. Or that's medium armor. It's medium armor.
He could take a studded leather then. How long would it take him to put on that leather armor?
Not very long. That's leather armor is like a minute or two, if that.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's keep that in our back pocket, and then when we get to a situation where you need it, I'll make it for you at that point. You know what I mean? Because it only lasts 3 hours. I don't want you to have it, and then like you get to nighttime and then you don't have it. You know?
Yeah, I got you. I like that idea. For now, I'll put a cloak on and I'll try to, not look out of place.
Well, we made you clothing, didn't we? We got the
they
to bring up some stuff.
Yeah, they got some fancy clothes. Yeah.
I have an idea. You got fancy clothes, right? So get dressed up like that. I can disguise myself looking like a little boy, and I could, because I've got my disguise kit and I'm small. So to that end as well, Pios, I could maybe do the same for yourself.
I am fine.
Yeah. All right, it's fine. It's all good. And Billy, you're dressed up in finery as well, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm dressed up as.
All right. So I mean, two fine gadabouts. One geezer happens to be walking by near them. Maybe you can be like their bodyguard, and I'm just a kid who's like horning or like looking for some funds.
And what's the plan? To go west out of the city, out of the town?
Yeah, let's just get the hell out of here, man.
Leave this.
I can go ahead and see where we can escape from.
Yeah. That's a good shout too. I'm gutted though. I don't want to leave the island without that merc. It kills me that we're leaving him behind.
Oh, if we get lucky, maybe we'll see him again.
I don't see how, but yeah. I mean, unless he presents himself to us, he can just go underground right now and we'll never find him. I
think he's going to be itching for a payback on that door.
You reckon?
I think it's his style.
Yeah, but it's also his style.
Too flashy to let it go. It was in the middle of town, and he ran like a.
He did, like a little bitch. It's true, smart little bitch. And I'm telling you now, there is absolutely no way whatsoever that he's doing this by himself, right? It's impossible. He's on the ground when she got thrown out the window.
Yeah, he was outside confirming the kill.
That's why he was opposite, in full view of everyone, having a quiet drink with the bird. That's exactly why.
And he was right across the building that she was in, so...
Oh, sorry, guys. I thought that was obvious. I would have mentioned it sooner.
I didn't even make that click at all, mate.
You're smarter than some of us. It's okay.
I don't know. I've been too busy trying to focus on not going to jail.
So, he's obviously in cahoots, and he said he's friends with the king.
Tell you what I'm going to do. While she's doing what she's doing and getting bigger, Miles, do you want to come with me real quick? Head down to the police station, see if we can actually see if there's a visitor's register book. See if we can work out who came along to actually see our boy Lucius.
I need to pick up my hunting trap anyway.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You know it might be taken as... Okay, yeah, whatever, mate, that's fine. I'm still dressed as the little boy, looking pretty good in that outfit and whatnot.
Okay.
Which is probably going to have made my moves on Modia a little bit weird for her. So this is just a disguise. I'm not actually this young. I'm actually as old as you recognize. That's the real me. This is just a disguise. All right?
Yeah. No. I've never used a disguise before.
All right. Sarcasm, core. I'll see you in a bit, Bird. All right?
All right. I'm just going to get used to these gauntlets that apparently Lucius's daddy gave him.
We have food that you can eat.
We do. We've got fruit and bread. Have a good time.
All right.
And we'll see you. We'll be real quick. Well, hopefully. Miles, you want to jump?
Yep.
Don't forget a shield.
I will get him one.
I had already forgotten about the shield.
And if you can get some more coin as well.
I'll talk to the ladies. All right. So we're going to dance off down the street, keeping a weary eye out for people who might be looking for us.
Okay.
Put up my hood, kind of conceal myself. Preferably would like to move stealthily.
Okay.
If at all possible.
So, you know what I'm going to need?
Yep, that magic number.
I'm going to walk like a kid, doing kid things on the other side of the street. Apparently not with them in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Why don't you give me deception or performance, whatever you feel like.
That works for me. Oh, no. That's
Badge number 27.
Okay. Yeah, gone.
No.
Disappeared.
21.
All right, very good. Yeah, you guys are making your way down the street pretty successfully as far as you can gather. No one seems to be paying either of you any mind, and you're heading back towards the guardhouse.
Yeah, if that's where, police station, guardhouse, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Okay.
The clink.
The clink. The flop house. No, that's
clink.
That's the
wrong one.
Yeah, that's something else.
All right. So you guys are able to make it through the city. Is there a certain approach pattern you're trying to make with this? Are you...
I kind of want to go see if my trap's still there.
Okay. So
kind of in that direction.
Why did that not?
And I'm keeping an eye on Randall too, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go opposite side of the street to the main entrance and find an alcove and just be looking at some stones on the ground and playing with them real quick and keeping an eye on the front door, having a sense of what can I see through that door.
All right.
Is it open or shut?
So you're going to go by the front door. Let's move you over by the front door. Theos, you kind of come around the side where your trap was, kind of like as you... I wish these would just drop and not... As you kind of come around the back, you see a couple of guards working on cleaning up rubble and...
Yeah, I'm going to just kind of skirt along the edge, trying to avoid them, using my stealth that I've been using.
Yeah, so you make your way over to where you left the trap, and it appears to be an empty spot at this point. There is no longer a trap visible there.
Do I detect blood?
Give me a investigation check.
I did. masqueraded really well last time. So, almost in that 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You spot like a couple of drops of blood that was like on the wall, but it also looks like that area was cleaned. And so you just spotted a portion that they forgot to clean or didn't get 100%.
There's a little smile that comes across Pius's face. And I guess make my way to a strategic location.
Okay.
Where I can see Randy.
Okay.
And just wait for him.
All right. So Randy went around front. So are you coming out through the side door over here, or like the side of the?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna eventually. Huh?
Yeah, I was just curious. Are you going around this alley?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like hug the wall, maybe. If you can hug the wall, maybe not. It clips.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not worrying about the battle map at the moment as far as the actual battle tactical senses go. But yeah, no problem.
So sneak around and kind of look over and whistle to him in a bird-like noise.
I clock it. All right, so last time I went into the front door, there was someone at the waiting area whose sole job was to actually stop people from getting through to the next door.
Yep.
There are no side doors that we've seen at any point, and the second floor has no windows that are of note, correct?
There's windows with bars on them. Every window you've seen has bars on them. No other side doors or other entryways that you've spotted.
It's a secure location for some reason.
Yeah,
okay.
Need
to thunk it. All right, do I see anyone coming into the front door?
How long are you kind of like sitting around and waiting?
5 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, at some point you would spot a soldier or like a guard, more particular, walking towards and then into the front door.
Are they the kind of guard that looks like they've got neat trim, or the kind of guard that looks like they're kind of slovenly, not paying any attention?
It looks like he is like in a hurry to get into the station, the guardhouse, and report.
Okay, I'm going to try and stealth through, mimicking his shadow, and walking so I am unknown to him, but to a third party would look and see that I'm being walked in by him. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Give me a performance check.
Yep. Come on, performance. There's no reason for you to suck. It's literally what I'm all about.
Yep.
And you have advantage if you need be.
17.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you feel pretty good about your ability to kind of mimic that which you're trying to do.
Okay, so as he's walking through, he's heading, I assume he's not stopping at the front desk, but he's walking on by it, right?
So you can see the figures. How long are you waiting?
Oh, I'm behind him.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to keep pace with him.
Okay. As you kind of walk in, there's a guard that's kind of like off to one side by the doors, and there are two guards behind the desk, and currently he's walking like straight towards this desk area.
Okay. As I honestly thought that he would ignore the desk and go straight through to the back room. I don't know why the hell I thought that was going to happen. I'm going to, as that happens, from behind him, I'm going to cast Gust very quietly on the papers on the desk.
Okay, cool. Is there a directional, like, can you choose the direction? Is it
I can either have a smaller creature or medium creature to be pushed up to 5 foot away, or a small blast of air moving an object that is neither held nor carried, and it can be pushed up to 10 feet away. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So it's pushing in a direction away from me.
Okay.
So I guess it would be pushing into them and then up the wall around them.
Yeah, so it would be like, it's not a drawing thing, so kind of go up like this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, you cast Gust. What is, just out of curiosity, what's your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 14.
All right. So I had rolled dexterity, check to see if the guard could react and catch it, and I rolled a 15. So as the papers start to fly, he doesn't seem to think anything of it, but the guard to the north
Can you
there.
roll that for me, please?
Huh?
Can I get him to re-roll that, please?
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
That lets me gain advantage on either an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. I thought that would actually make him do a thing instead. It does not, though.
Oh, that's you reroll?
I guess can I match that roll against his dex save with my do a spell attack instead? So I really throw up a whole bunch of gust at this guy.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah, because I hate to set the precedent that because this isn't that important of a roll, air quotes,
right,
that giving him disadvantage would be okay. So I guess, yeah, if you want to maybe roll off against that 15 using your spell attack bonus, then we can do it that way.
I appreciate GM, you're very kind.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled a natural 16 before I add in my spellcast bonus.
So, you're able to, you see him going to, stop the paper and able to put, a little bit extra emphasis on your gust attack spell, air quotes. So that piece of paper, flies up and drifts down to the ground.
I was going for a whole shuffle bunch of papers, all the papers on the desk, launching all of them up into the air.
Okay, yeah, no
so
problem.
Basically all three of them would be looking up for that situation.
Yeah, the papers go scrambling.
Okay.
And are you trying to shift off?
Yeah, stealth my way through in the general confusion.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Sure, no bother. This is so much. I'm absolutely not known, but this is the thing I actually screwed up on so often before. But not today. That's a 25.
Nice. Yeah, and I rolled against it. They only rolled a 10. So they seem to be completely distracted at the moment.
I'm in, Papa Bear.
Unsure, they're scrambling to try to pick up all these papers, thinking that maybe something just happened with the door being open, and they kind of lose track of the little kid that was walking in behind.
Nice. I am going to walk on up here, and I am looking for evidence lockers or rooms such as that, which I think may actually hold my boy's. I'm not looking for the gauntlets because he has the gauntlets. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for any evidence at all of where the people have been. I'm looking for the log, if you will.
Okay, so back here, as you kind of make your way through, these so far have all been doors.
Right.
And I guess they have little windows, so I guess they're going to open them up so you can see. Mm-hmm. Peek in. But there are 4 chests against the wall, some decorative shields along the wall, and all of those seem to be cells.
No one's in them. Okay, that's fine. Okay, all right, they're all cells. Each of the cells has got a lockbox, right?
Yeah, there are 4 lockboxes and 4 cells, yes.
Okay, do they have, not that I want to discuss my life at all, mm-hmm. but sometimes outside jail cells, they would have a marker sheet, if you will, like a one-pager, saying who's in there, any suspected allergies that they may have, whether they're on a suicide watch, whether they're dangerous or whether they're drunk, details like that. And there would normally be a signature which is put on there maybe every hour saying that they've been checked up on. Are there any sheets like that anywhere at all?
Give me a perception check.
We've all lived our lives. Okay. That is a 14, sir.
Okay. You don't see papers, but you do see over by the cell that that Lucius was in, that there is a little chalk mark off on one of the pieces of stone that's right. They have an M written on there. They have some check marks on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing, you said there was a decorative shield on the wall?
Yep.
Gonna take that.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold it on one side. I'm just gonna walk out of the station very slowly and I'll be like, okay, so this needs to go off and get a quick wax and rebuff. I'll have it back here first thing tomorrow morning. Do you need me to sign out?
Give me a deception check.
Sure. It's a 17.
All right. And they're like still scooping up the papers. They're like, no, just bring it back.
I need to sign out, mate. Where's your logbook? Come on, mate.
Look at all these papers. Like it's somewhere in here. You want to wait?
Let me have a look. See if I can help. Let me shuffle down with them and see if I can actually see it.
Oh God. Okay.
Investigation?
Sure. Yeah. And are you looking for the logbook?
Yeah.
Man, you push. I love it.
That's a 12.
All right.
10. Sorry, 10. I'm going to do an advantage on that.
Okay.
Nope. So a 10.
Okay. There's so many papers in there that to discern, and there's like a couple of different books too that got shoved off. So to discern what the exact, like which one's the logbook without spending a lot of time on it,
Fair one.
is going to be tough.
So what I'm going to do then, as a sleight of hand, is I'm going to take those two books there, and whilst they're going through the sheets of paper, and I'm going to palm them underneath the shield and take it out.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand.
Don't suck. Okay, 17.
No problem, since I can't roll today either. Yeah, you're able to kind of like palm them underneath the shield and start walking out, and it doesn't appear that they noticed as they're finishing up, gathering up papers.
I'll be back in the morning. I'll see you guys later, yeah? Talk to you later, bye. And I'm going to do one.
All right. Pius, you will see Randy walk out the front door with like this decorative shield, and it's like a bright red color with like what appears to be like some sort of royal house symbol on it.
Yeah, like that stands out. I'm gonna wait until he see if he's just gonna walk away or come around the corner or what. If he's just gonna walk away, then I'm gonna kind of shadow him.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna walk away,
in the
whistling
shadows.
tunelessly.
Okay.
And head back to the ranch.
Yeah. All right. So you guys get your way back to the Queen's Rest. Meanwhile, at the Queen's Rest, what, if anything, are the others doing? Lucius and Hendrix with Lucia and Modia.
So, your dad, he got you these bracelets again. Any chance he can drop off some gold? Like, how does it work?
Well, one, I'm very confused because you guys were making fun of me and didn't believe me about it. But two, he's an asshole and he just shows up whenever he wants to. So, I mean, half of the time when I call him, he doesn't show up. So, hopefully, we can work on that, but we'll see. I mean, he did bring the gauntlets back, though, so I guess I can't be too mad, you know?
Right. How buff is our feathered friend looking?
I mean, about the time, if not a little bit before Randall and Pius get back, she'll have finished attuning. So it just depends on how, whether you want her to go before or not. But eventually she kind of bulks up.
Lucius, fancy an arm wrestle? This might be the only time I'll be able to beat you.
Yeah, why not? I'm down. I mean, it might be. This might be the best time to humiliate me, so might as well go for it.
All right, you guys can give opposing athletics checks.
For a 12.
I got a natural 20. One less than the best three. The best 2 out of 3. How about that? To be fair.
Okay, but we're changing arms.
That's fine, yeah.
21 total.
11, so like,
I'm better with my left.
One more. See how this one.
Remember it out. I stand up and walk around the table or something.
I got 9 on this one, so.
Use your strong arm.
Going again. 16.
Oh, you beat me. He's like, shit.
That's what you get.
Either of you want to wrestle?
No, I'm good. I've just won, so
Talking about that, how are you feeling?
Surprisingly, it's very strong. Now I kind of know what my brother feels like. This is pretty cool.
Well, you're gonna have him for quite a little while, so have fun with him. By the way, Hendrix, this you can tell the group, but this doesn't go out of anywhere else. Nobody,
I'm not going to tell anybody unless they ask.
And good job, man. That was quite the hand, man.
So we start packing up our stuff. I believe we're not going to be hanging around much longer, are we?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna sharpen the weapons that they gave me.
Well, I upkeep my weapons.
Yeah, but I mean, I just want to make sure that when I use them, they sink in nice.
So, am I just taking your girlfriend here, and
I'll send the owl with you, and then you can do what you did the last time and reconvene with us. I think we're going to be heading west towards the edge of the island through the. You said there was a jungly forest area.
Yeah, so if you head directly west from here, kind of got the hills and the low rocks of the mountains that you can see back there. And if you kind of just follow that mountain line along, you'll reach the edge of the island. Somewhere over there is my ship.
And then that way we'll go. And I'll take the owl with you, so if anything happens, just send it back.
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, and she's not my girlfriend. She actually hates me, and she thinks I want to kill her. So yeah.
Okay.
You can find out all about it on when you take her over there. I'm pretty sure she can tell you her whole life story.
You certainly didn't inherit your dad's way with the ladies, huh?
Just now, it must have rubbed off.
Well, it's not always a bad thing to be, a little bit more natural with things, I guess.
You didn't do anything with him, right?
What? No, of course not. Anyways, I should be taking Lucia out. Why?
Let's just say I got enough siblings as it is. So.
It's a bit of a womanizer.
That, and I'm pretty sure you don't want another Lucius. He names all his male children Lucius after himself.
Well, that would really cause problems with my husband, then, I suppose. So.
Hey, what he doesn't know won't kill him.
Right. All right. Lucia, you ready? Gather up your stuff. Do you guys need me to take anything ahead so you're traveling lighter, or?
I'll pack up those extra suits.
No, the bag of holding would be just useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's about it. No, I don't think there is. Is there anything in the minibar?
I mean, this building, it's not like they have like alcohol just sitting in there, so it's whatever you guys had with there was like fruit and there was a fruit basket, and then you guys had gotten Mick to bring some food in the morning.
No, I'm good. I think looking around the room, there's nobody else's stuff left in here either, is there? Everyone took their stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you're good.
All right.
Good flight.
She will kind of hug Lucia, and Lucia will wrap her arms around her neck, and her wings will flap, and she'll start to ascend and fly out of the balcony of your room, and now start kind of just gains a little bit of altitude and then veer towards the west and start making her way westwardly. Shortly after, Randy and Pius will arrive.
On the way back, can I maybe determine the best route to get out of the city and possibly see if there's, along the way, maybe sewer entrances and various things of that nature, to get beyond the wall?
Yeah, so a few things just to jog the general memory. Remember, this city's walls are more to keep people out or wildlife out than to keep people in. Okay. Because the walls on the ground is like this, and then the city level's flat. So there's that. You can give me perception checks, though, to see if you can glean other information.
Okay.
The other tidbit is you guys went east to get to the other entrance that you guys got in, and you are planning on heading west. So you're not going to glean a lot about the path to come to, but you can glean maybe things about sewers or
general ideas of things.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank God I have advantage. Nat 20. 25 total.
Yeah, so you spot a few things. There are griffins that are circling kind of around the city, but then there's a few more that are circling on the outskirts of the city. You also do spot like sewer grates, like manhole cover type things, and areas where the sewer runoff would go. So you do know that there's some sort of sewage system here that would take care of the city's
rainwater.
Yeah. So that is up to you whether that is something that you want to pursue or not.
Okay.
What's the plan, Bios?
I do believe that to avoid our little friends upstairs in the sky, we should go by storm drains and various things of that nature to get out of the city. And then once we are out, then we can take cover underneath the trees.
Is there not a covered wagon that we could just go in? Rather than walk through shit?
We could, but it's a matter of getting through the heavily guarded gates that are looking specifically for us.
Touché.
Now, if you can do your magical charm stuff to convince one of the plebs to, take us out of the city, then that would also be handy. But they would search the wagon, though.
Yeah. No, they would search it for sure. All right. I mean, part of me feels like they're looking for us as a group.
You remember we tried that last time. Look what happened.
No.
And I look over at Lucius in a discerning way. So.
Yeah. All right. I guess sewers it is.
Unless if you want to take him this time around.
Tell you what. Yeah. Okay. I'll take him this time. You and Hendrix go up first, and we'll go up next. All right. I'll maybe we should. I don't know, man. This is hard. How do you get out of the city without people knowing you're there?
Sewers.
Yeah. All right. Sewers it is. Let's go.
I had another idea, but it would be risky.
Yeah. What's that? Honestly, anything's better than poo.
Steal griffins.
I take it back. Not everything is better than walking through poo. Your plan is to go and take a creature that's been taken on by the police to become an effective agent of the law.
Indeed.
Honestly, in my experience, there's only one thing worse than a feral creature, and that's a creature that thinks it's got the letter of the law backing it up.
I don't know how to fly a griffin.
I'm sorry, do you say you know how to fly a griffin?
I don't know how to fly a griffin.
That's a really good point, because you know what? Neither do I, and I'm fairly sure neither do you, mate.
I can make it work.
Sewers. We're going to walk through shit, rather than end up as pieces of small shit that are dropped out from a vast height.
Do we want to go now,
clothes?
Or do we want to go during the cover of nighttime?
No, we want to go now. Let's go.
Okay.
Every second that we spend in the city becomes ever more secure, and the net becomes tighter. Because you know what's going to happen at nighttime? They're going to start going from house to house and tavern to tavern trying to find us.
So you would also know that it was already like the sun was starting to set when Modia got there, so it's already darkening and getting into like full night.
Dusk, okay.
You sure you don't want to try walking out? I really don't want to go through poop either.
I have an idea. And I jump out the window and I run across to the house next door, house opposite, and I knock on the door real quick.
Oh, over where the ladies were?
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a die and tell me whether it's odds or even.
It's a 2.
Okay. Surprisingly, they eventually... the door is answered, and Gracie answers the door. Oh, Randall.
All right, Gracie, how you doing, girl?
Come back for more, eh?
Oh, you know what they say. Once you've been with a lady who's acting quite shady, you know you want to have a bit more. Hey. But listen, I was wondering if maybe you and your fine young lady would be interested in perhaps taking myself and my companions for a little drive out of the city so we could check out the outside of it and appreciate it for a moment. We can make it worthwhile.
Can you now?
Yeah.
So is all those birds and stuff up there looking for you guys?
Oh, I wouldn't say yes, but I wouldn't lie to you, Gracie.
So you're not going to say anything, huh?
Not even a word, nah.
All right. Why don't you give me a persuasion check?
I'm working on the basis that Gracie is actually the kind of woman who is up for a bit of fun.
You get any advantage for putting the groundwork in the night before?
Do I?
Not in this case, because you're asking her to try to it'll be a straight roll because you're asking her to try to do something that could be dangerous to her.
I honestly thought I rolled a natural one this time, but I rolled a 7, which is +6, so 13.
13.
You do have a advantage from Twitch, by the way.
I think you used it already, unless you
I
gave
did.
him a new one.
No, I used it. I used my advantage to get out of the police station.
With a shield.
You know, I'm not much of one for a ride, but I do have a cart if you would like to use one. It is, it's more of a carriage. It's uses to take me around places. I can send for it and have it.
If we take a carriage, we would have a driver, wouldn't it?
Yes. There's a very nice gentleman that works for me that drives me when I need it.
All right. Yeah, fair one. Maybe you could just get us out of the city real quick and then maybe come back in again yourself. Because honestly, my lady, they're not looking for someone such as yourself.
I'm sure they wouldn't be. Okay. Well,
am I seeing any black or white out of interest in this household?
You know what? Let's roll me a d20 and tell me what you roll.
Come on, good numbers.
Because I'm going to randomize this one too.
That's a 12. No, it's not. It's a 12. It's a 12. Sorry.
You know what? Screw it. Yeah, you spot on a cabinet back there. There is a statue, and it's actually like a statue of a man and a woman, but one's black, all in a black stone, and the other one's all in a white stone, and they're embracing.
Okay. I see that, and I give her the biggest shit-eating grin you've ever seen in your life, like a long, slow, how the Grinch lost Christmas kind of smile. One of them big old boys, and I look at her and I go, I don't think I ever showed you my cufflinks last night. Yeah, I'll tell you what, as payment, maybe I could just leave this here, right there.
She glances down at it. Oh, hell. All right, fine. Cheeky little one. All right. Yeah, why don't you send one of your friends over across the way to the Queen's Rest? There's a carriage house over there.
Yeah.
Tell them that Gracie needs her carriage.
On it like a rocket. And I bound out of there, and guys, if they're looking out the balcony, can see me doing one of these. Run on through to the stable house, and I'm like, all right, lads, let's get Gracie's carriage going. Yeah, chop chop. She needs to be going on one.
You see a kind of large, somewhat obese fellow who starts. He's up in the loft area. He looks down. Oh, Miss Gracie needs her carriage, huh? Okay.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah.
I'll get it all hooked up and I'll bring it over.
All right, quickly, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cheers, mate. Appreciate you. It's fine.
He starts climbing down the ladder. It's kind of creaking as his heavy frame makes it down this ladder, and then starts maneuvering around the cart and bringing out the horse. And
I'm gonna, in that time period whilst that's happening, and I'm assuming the lads are coming down the stairs, I'm going to head over to Gracie and help her out into the street.
What?
Is she with her mate?
She is all by herself.
Fair enough then.
What's the rest of you guys up to? Are you heading down as you saw him get all excited and
Yeah, waiting for your signal very much.
Hendrix, as you exit, you see a familiar looking large figure like sitting at the driver area of this fancy carriage.
How familiar? Is it the guy from last night that was tied up?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Morning? Afternoon? Evening?
Evening.
It's the evening. Evening?
Hey, you're
The time of day.
You're the one that helped me last night. Yeah. Never saw you
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
All right. Are you?
Is he wearing like a black cloak? What's he wearing? Is he wearing the uniform of the Queen's Rest?
Yeah, so he is kind of shoved himself into like a fancy shirt and vest. The vest is like a little bit like tight to his belly, but it's like a white dress shirt with a black vest and black tie, and he's got like a bowler hat sort of thing, a derby cap on.
So room for one more on the front?
Oh yeah, you can come on up.
Yeah, I'll sit on the front.
And he scoots over. Gracie comes strolling out, and she's got like a cane with her, a like metallic bodied cane with like a few jewels encrusted on it, and mainly by the handle.
When they come out and he's like walking her, I'll go by the kid's side and grab her arm to help her walk through.
Oh, thank you, young man.
It's the least I can do.
She gets up to the carriage. The big guy had like, as he sees her come out, scrambles down and opens up the carriage door for her. There you are, Miss Gracie. Come on in. And he puts a hand out too, in case she needs extra help. And she'll like let go of yours, Lucia, so that she can get in and grab his hand. And she slowly steps up and slides into the back forward-facing section. And it's like a somewhat similar to like an Old West stagecoach sort of a thing, where there's like benches that face each other. They're plush. They're lined with like you're familiar with the cart because you took it the day before, but yeah, they're like kind of plush, lined with like a crimson velvet, and she sits back and kind of waits for the rest of you guys to arrive, and the gentleman waits there holding the door for the other three the other three, Pios, Lucius, and Randall, to get in.
How big is this carriage anyway? I mean, is it like two benches on one side and the other kind of idea?
Yeah, there's a bench on either side, and they kind of face each other with a little bit of space in between. Not huge. It's essentially designed for 4 to maybe shove in 6 people, sort of a thing, if you had to.
You're all tiny. It's fine.
Yeah. But what I think what I would do is I would sit closest to one of the doors.
Okay.
And just kind of prepare myself to whatever happens.
Yeah, no problem. So you guys climb in, you get situated, and once you're all in, the door shuts. You feel the wagon almost creak and shift a little bit and rock a little bit as the driver climbs back up to one of the seats up front and grabs the reins. All right, well, let's go. And the reins crack and the carriage starts to slowly pull off. Do you know where we're going, man? He looks over to you, Hendrix.
West, out of the city to the edge. Just start heading west, probably for the best. I hear there's a lot of commotion going on in town. If you know a route that could avoid the hustle and bustle, then would probably be for the best.
All right. And he starts steering the cart slowly westward. I've been getting my directions mixed up for a while. It's actually east, but yeah. I said it wrong at the start of the show, so sorry everyone. Rewind. They came in from the west. They're exiting towards the east. You all got it. So so if I go here, everyone can see. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so he slowly makes his way through the city. It doesn't seem like anyone really bothers the cart at all, but you do get to the gate, and there are a series of guards that are standing like by the eastward ramp that exits the city over there.
I'll use message and just ping into Randall's ear. We're coming up to the gates, the checkpoint. Are we good to just go through, or do we need to exit the cart here and make it on foot? What?
No, let's keep going.
I'm gonna sit right next to the lady and kind of like grab her arm again, so that way she's like my cover.
All right.
Let's cover.
He's tender.
And did you give Lucius the shield, or is that shield still with you guys?
Yeah, I did give Lucius the... No. I see what you're about to do here. No, I do not give the shield to him. I will cover that shield up. Yep. I also have the logbooks, but they're in my backpack. Oh, God, this could go very wrong. Let's see what happens next.
All right. As the cart pulls forward, you feel it stop. Hendrix, you see a group of guards there's a few that are standing in front of where the horse could travel through. Shield and spears, kind of the spears at the ready in case, the horse decided to charge through. And there are 4 more guards that kind of flank both sides of the carriage, and one walks up to you and the driver. Hey, what's going on here? Where are you going? It's kind of late for a little stroll outside of the city.
I'll look at him. Does he go to say anything?
He kind of gives you a quick glance and then goes over. My mistress, Miss Gracie there, is wanting to go and get the last glimpse of the sun off the side of the island. Any problem with that? Let me see who's in there then. All right? The guy said. The guard says.
Quickly hold Gracie's hand and say, hopefully you don't mind being our face. I know your name's Gracie, but clearly just Grace. You got the cupboard, no doubt, no worries. Hopefully you get us out of this panicking race. Bit of bardic inspiration for her.
When I hear him say that, I'll give her guidance as well.
Okay.
She's like, oh.
That's probably...
Yeah, she gets all tingly.
I haven't felt this good since last night. What?
Bardic inspiration's what? A D6?
Yes, sir.
Can I prepare a spell?
Sure.
Just in case. Basically, I want to prepare it just in case if something goes off wrong. And I want to prepare Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it. Basically, as the week we rolled up, I saw basically the way the town is laid out. Was there an alleyway or something like that was roughly about 30 feet away?
Not really. Once you get to the ramp where they would have actually stopped you, there's not much. Like, there's a good, probably at least 30 feet to the nearest building at all.
Okay, but there was a building that was nearby.
Yeah, we'll say there's something close-ish.
So what I'm prepared to do is basically, because it's somatic and material, I'm basically gonna prepare my spell, and within that building or close to that building, if something goes off wrong with this situation, my spell is going to go off. And do you want me to tell you what it's going to be?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, they're going to hear screams of help, murder from that building.
Okay. All right. So
and it's going to be, female voice.
The guard walks up, and Gracie will kind of just pull the curtain by her seat back just enough so that like her head can kind of like peek over. She calls up, "What do you fine guards want? What's going on here? Since when is it a crime for an old lady to go on a little ride?" And he walks over. "I'm sorry, madam, but there's been some criminals out. You wouldn't happen to have seen anyone?" No criminals anyway. It's just me and my driver and guards. Is there any issues?" He kind of glances, but she shifts a little bit to make it hard for him to see well inside. "Is it a crime to go outside? I brought guards. I'm fine. I am safe, right?
If there's some kind of rolling off that's going off here and she fails it in some way, even with the guidance and the bardic inspiration, as a reaction, I've got silvery barbs to throw out there to make the guy re-roll his throw.
Okay. They go back and forth, and she kind of starts to be a little bit more like of banterish as she notices him start to relax and start to allow things to kind of go about the way that she's suggesting. I rolled all sorts of things in the background there, and I gave her advantage with everybody else and everything else going on. So, luckily, because he rolled pretty well. Yeah, so eventually he goes, nothing wrong here, guys. Let's let him go. And he steps back, and the guards in front of the carriage steps off to the side, and the driver starts slowly working the cart forward further down this ramp and out of Meraki.
And you wanted to walk through shit.
I think as she was talking to them, he was holding her hand, kind of like squeezing her a little bit. And when we leave, he goes like, "Oh, thank you. I owe you."
She pats his hand. It's okay. It's all right. Your friend Randall paid quite the price.
I don't want to know what he paid, but thank you, madam.
I've got to tell you, I feel like I didn't really pay for anything. If anything, you gave me the lesson for free. I really appreciated it.
Well, always love to help the younger generation.
I'll take that. I'll take that all day.
I cancel my spell.
How far are we going?
I mean, is it too early to say all the way?
I think we've already done that. But,
Couple of times. Hey. We need to get to the coast.
I'll get you a little further, but I don't really want to...
Yeah, no, I understand.
We're out
I don't
too long.
Yeah, maybe get us to the tree line at least, and then we can just do one at that point, and maybe don't immediately do a U-turn back, but do a slightly more circuitous route, drive around. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, no problem.
You know what I mean. All right.
All right. She opens up the thing. Driver, take us to the first check mark. And then we'll take the road south, and I'll let these gentlemen off. And so the carriage pulls forward, unless there's anything you're wanting to do. It will get into the trees, and he continues to drive a little ways, and then there's like a road at that point where like a T-junction. One continues to head east towards the edge of the island, and one turns south, and he kind of takes that slight turn south, but then pulls off like over to the side, and she pushes the door open. Well, this is probably where we'll say goodbye then.
Well, we'll see you soon. Well, no, we won't. We'll see you when we see you.
Fair enough.
Anything
Good luck.
you want me to pass on to anyone?
Anything you want me to pass on to anyone? I'll probably have a quicker way of getting things to anyone than you will.
I believe that about you, Gracie. I really do. Maybe pass on a message to you know who, saying it all went wrong, but we have an idea, and we'll be back soon. We're
right.
tell her that. Randy, yeah?
All right, I'll pass on. Good luck, boys.
Thank you very much for your help, madam.
Of course.
He'll like kiss her hand real quick before he gets home.
I laugh as I recognize what that hand would have been used for the night before.
I hate you.
I'm with the driver at the front of the car going, well, I guess this is it. It's been emotional. Good luck with the kids, and and don't name your dog that. I'll give my fist bump, and just no one names their dog human names. It's silly. And then I'll get off.
It's my boy's idea. All right, though.
I'll get off.
We'll get my bearings straight and see what best direction and what not to go.
Okay.
I chucked the shield over at Lucius. Go here. There you go, mate. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's got a bright red shield with like a griffin like worked into the thing, but like is like a old school like medieval style like crest style griffin with like a crown that kind of wraps around the top of the crest area.
I think for now I'll put it on, but I'm gonna try to hold the cloak over my hand so that way it covers it, so I have it more to the sun.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, it's fairly dark and getting darker as you guys continue.
To that end, the whole putting on the studded leather armor, could I not create it around him and just apply it to him as part of my creation process?
Like a leather Iron Man suit.
I don't know. How does your what's the words on your creation thing?
What are the words? The words. Oh, please. As a bard, how important are words? Honestly.
What does words mean?
What does words mean? Okay, I've got here, it says, as an action, you can create one non-magical item of your choice. Oh, no. In an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you.
So there you go.
Wow. Okay. 80 gold pieces last for 3 hours.
Do we have any idea how far away we are from the place now?
Would I know?
I mean, Modia gave you a general sense of how far. You've probably gone about an hour out of the city, and she said on foot you're looking at about 3/4 of a day.
Yeah, I just want to look at Randall, and if we see anybody from afar, just make your armor and I'll put it on.
No bother. I can do that.
So you guys are probably looking at some time like morning-esque before you'll reach the edge of the island.
And I'm gonna move us, as always, stealthily through the forest as possible.
Okay.
Avoiding this, that, and the other.
Give me a survival check for directions, and then everyone can give me stealth. The carriage itself will take that road south for a ways until
guidance.
it disappears around a corner.
So I rolled 23.
Okay.
Said everybody else stealth, yeah?
Yeah, everyone else roll. Well, everyone, including Pios, needs a stealth roll to see where we're at on.
17.
Cool.
14.
Clumsy.
Why not? What does guidance give me?
I got
D4.
A what?
a D4.
You got a
D4.
6?
Yeah, I rolled a 6, and I don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have disadvantage, bro. Like,
the sad thing is, I have a +3 also.
24.
All right. All in all, those are good rolls. I'm just gonna roll random.
I'm just getting used to my new form. That's all.
Okay.
35 plus a 6.
That bright red shield is what it is.
Yeah.
It's an average of just over 15.
Yeah. So you guys are able to kind of make your way through. Seems like Pios has a good sense of the easterly direction, able to follow kind of as was described. Shouldn't be hard. There's big mountains to your right as you're walking east, and the sun is set, and so what little light may possibly remain from that is coming from the west. It's definitely darker in the direction that you're headed. So
Wait, are we not heading towards the west?
no, I had said the wrong direction earlier. And
Okay,
I
fine.
corrected
Just
it.
checking.
Yep. Because the west is a whole nother city and halfway, like all the way across the island. So she would have said the east. All those things I said the west earlier should have been the east.
Sure.
And then I looked at the map. I was like, I'm a freaking idiot. All right. Juggling all sorts of brain activity, and apparently directions are not my strong suit.
Almost like D&D, it's got lots of things happening.
Yeah. So you guys are making your way westwardly, and this first section of your trip seems to be pretty well handled. There's a good amount of trees, and eastwardly, Jesus, still doing it because I'm screwing up and everything. No, mainly just because of the timing. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back here to see, hopefully, how they escape the island if there's any issues. So far, the rules have been in their favor, so let's hope for their sake that continues. See you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge. Now, let's get back to the show. Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to quickly say thank you to those who are joining us in chat. We got in there Neon Angel, a few of us, Shadow Soldier, the Gorokian. How do you say that properly, anyways?
The Gorokian?
The Gorokian.
Or the Gorokian?
Yeah.
Or the Gorokian?
Or the Gorokian.
It might be the Gorokian. I'm not too sure.
Maybe.
Could be.
All right.
And you can't forget about our main man of them all, Chinomancer.
Yeah. Chico Mancer.
Chico
though.
Mancer.
Chico
Not
Mancer.
Chino. Jeez.
Well, you know, that could be another person.
Our main man.
But yeah, if you are around, join us in chat because you can influence the game. Many of us are monitoring chat as we go. We can respond to things. If you have questions, that could be dropped. Eventually, if we get enough people asking questions, we can maybe do some stuff during the mid-roll or after the game. But for now, let's get back into it. You guys are making your way through the forest along the hills and the mountains to the right. The first stretch of that seems to be going pretty well. Let's do the stealth rolls again. You rolled really well on your survival, so we're going to say that you have a firm directional heading, and you're doing just fine with that.
Okay, and we're going to re-roll the stealths.
15. Oh, really? Here it comes.
My
Say-
maximum roll for stealth, 29,
Holy
because I rolled a nat 20.
yeah, boy.
I got 12.
I don't think I can roll above that.
Sorry, Billy, what do we get? 12.
I got 12 as well, yeah.
Okay. Let me...
Throw some parts without trace on top of that pile,
Oh, that'd be sick.
right?
So for a good stretch of it, and you guys go a pretty good ways. However, you do eventually start spotting griffins kind of swirling, and you spot one kind of break off from where it is and kind of swoop a little bit lower on the tree line, and seems to be like as if it spotted a possible something and is trying to kind of narrow down the possibility of what that could be.
Hide.
Yeah. Duck down. I'm going to throw up a moment of creation and make a studded leather armor set appear next door to Lucius.
And I guess watch her back real quick while I put it on. Not that there's anybody else in here.
Super subtle studded leather.
I mean, at
It's
least it's
because
not
of the
plate
fancy
armor.
clothes I got on. I don't want to take the clothes off.
Yeah. Okay. And you hear this griffin give off like a loud shriek. And then you hear in the distance another one respond.
Is it in the direction that we need to go?
Currently, the other shriek is not. It is like back, and you kind of saw like there was two griffins that were together, and one had kind of broken off, and so it was the one that broke off gave off the first one, and the other one seemed to give off the second one.
What's the second one doing now?
You spot it kind of start to turn and swoop in the general direction of the first one.
I'm going to try to take the party away from that area and kind of outskirt it.
Okay.
And, like moving around the grizzly bear.
It's only 2 griffins. We could take them.
And riders.
That's up to you. But if you want to do it, let me know. I can probably hit one of them from here with my fireball.
How far away is the nearest one to us?
The nearest one's probably like 80 feet up and back behind you guys. But it seems to definitely be coming
How
in.
many?
It's not like in a dive attack, but it definitely seems to be kind of like cruising above the tree lines.
Don't think they've truly spotted us yet. Wouldn't we better hiding, and if they do both land, attack them on the ground, then pop shotting in the sky where they can then just retreat
and get more.
If I attack it with a firebolt and they don't notice us, is that like a surprise attack?
Right, but then it's just a firebolt, and then they're very aware of us, and they know where the firebolt came from. I'm with Hendrix on this, right?
Where you are,
No, I was just curious, but I'm not gonna attack it unless you guys want me to.
we are going to attack them. We would definitely need to ambush them from the ground in all directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna hide.
Okay. Like, you're gonna hide in place? You guys gonna, like, just on your travel? You're gonna
jump into a giant shrub.
Shrubbery.
Yes.
I hear what you're saying, but I mean,
I am not saying anyone's wrong or right. I was just curious as to which path we're going.
I say we freeze and hide and see if they are using their sense of smell to find us. Or if they're just doing a pass.
They could be attracted to other wild animals within the area too, so maybe that is what they are alerted to, but just in case, we do need to probably hide in place.
Can I, about 60 feet away from me, can I shatter a tree?
If you would like to.
And how far away?
60 feet.
Shit.
Why?
Well, my spell only reaches 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm going to go for 60 feet and just... You're going to go with a minor illusion?
I was thinking of making a loud grizzly bear roar.
I mean, still make one. I'm going to crack a tree and see if I can make it break off at least a couple branches to make a loud noise and perhaps disturb any creatures that may be there.
And I'll go ahead and right after that do the grizzly bear roar. 30 feet in that direction that he's doing that noise.
Okay. So as he casts Shatter, it's a loud thunderclap, right?
It is a loud noise, painfully intense. Erupts from a point of your choice within range. So any creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point has to make a Constitution saving throw. And non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in that spell's area. Okay. So a 10-foot radius area may take out more than one tree.
Yeah. You aiming for multiple trees? I mean, you could certainly fine-tune it so you're only getting a tree if you wanted to, or you could aim for multiple trees if you desire.
Aiming for the multiple trees, creating a boom blast effect.
Okay.
And a whole long action just in case.
You hear a loud, like, cracking sound, this explosion of energy and force, and two trees, like, explode outwards, flinging shrapnel, like basically just wood chips in different directions, and then as suddenly as that goes off, the tops of the trees like fall and clatter down to the ground, smashing into other trees. Loud cacophony of sound goes off. You do see the griffins both veer in that general direction, kind of aiming over there and swirling around. Both griffins let out loud screeches, kind of one and then the other.
Then 30 feet away, then I do the loud grizzly blare roars.
Okay.
And we are booking it in a stealthy manner.
Okay. Roll stealth checks.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
My brother is so bad at this stealth checks. I got an 8.
22 this time. Actually, I said, don't be suspicious.
19 for me.
10.
Okay. You guys start running, stealthfully, so you're not moving super quick, but you're moving as quick as you dare, given your desire for stealth. And you start going, and you see the two griffins kind of swerve off, and they seem to be kind of trailing your position, but up and back, probably about 100 feet or so behind you guys, but kind of
They are
leaving.
tracking
So
us
there's
there.
trees, and they seem to be kind of following along. Every now and then you hear one of the birds give off a cry, and then the other one give off a cry.
They've seen us. We're not going to shake them.
Shall we hide and see if they pass?
Okay.
Okay,
We're
you
gonna-
guys are going to
Full
hide.
stealth. Yeah.
Okay, so you, Philo, so why don't you give me a survival check, just to see if you spot a really good hiding spot that you think.
Yeah,
Give him guidance.
I'll help him.
Okay.
But then everyone can go ahead and make their stealth checks. I'm just trying to see if,
Okay.
I got a 19 on my stealth.
It's 21 versus
I get a 4. I rolled that one though.
21 plus. Okay, D4. Okay, that is 24 for survival.
Okay. I mean, you're running through the trees, and you do spot this area where there's a large rock outcropping jutting out of the side of a hill. There's an area where the rock kind of overhangs, and there's some trees that are grabbing hold at the edges of the rock that gives a pretty good cover as far as you can tell from the air.
So when we run into that area, could I maybe use minor illusion to create shadows
Okay.
to kind of better camouflage us, almost blend in with the underside?
Okay,
of
to increase. Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. So you guys dart in to this outcropping, and it's now it covers over you, so it's hard to see the sky above. But you do hear a fairly every minute or so, you do hear these birds give off their cries.
Yeah, they're circling. We need to get out of here.
Pios.
Yeah.
Or anyone who's looking. So you go into this almost cave thing, but it's very shallow. It's you're probably in a 30-foot by 20-foot area where there's an overcropping of the rocks kind of grow out of the hills to block the vision. What are you guys doing while you're in there? What's the game plan?
I think they're circling, right?
It certainly seems to. When the calls come, they don't seem to be getting any further away.
How far away are we at this point from where we need to be? At least a couple of hours.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have made it a good way. You've probably made it about 2/3 of the way, but you're probably, you'd think maybe an hour to 45 minutes away. And Hendrix, you start to actually feel Daisy starting to hone in on you.
Okay. I'm a little distracted at the moment, so I don't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to play my horn as loudly as I possibly can inside one of those griffins' ears.
Okay.
And I'm going to play the morning tune of my people. Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. Sun is shining in the sky. Wake up and go away, or else you just might die. So yeah, gonna try and irritate the hell out of this griffin real quick to the point where they actually get disturbed and they can't hear things correctly.
Okay.
Can't really focus on things properly.
You do hear the griffin like let off like a different cry this time, more of like an annoyed cry as this goes off, and it's just like a kind of piercing screech from up above.
All right, well at least I know exactly where they are, as in right above me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything you're looking to do?
I got an idea. I'm gonna cast light on one of my daggers and throw it out of the woods.
Okay.
Do you have a dagger?
Yeah, Pius gave me. Actually, no, Hendrix gave me one. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to buy you another dagger.
I gave you hatchets.
Okay, then that was from Pius, then, because somebody had given me a dagger.
Yeah, I think Pius did.
I gave you nothing.
Do you need me to roll anything, or no?
I mean, yeah, give me a attack roll just to see, like how far.
Did I guidance myself, or is that too much?
Not on an attack. You got this.
Apparently not. I rolled at that one, so that's 7.
So you go to throw that dagger, and it's just you're used to doing it with your strength abilities, and it's just the balance is all off. So you go to chuck it, and it like you're trying to get distance, and it bounces off the top of like the rock by the entryway and sticks like point down in this like dirt with like just all glowing right by the entrance of this cave area.
Okay, well, hopefully they can see the light.
Yeah, you've literally just been like, we're here. Okay. I mean, at this stage, we need to just get ready to fight these griffins.
Anyone who would be kind of keeping an ear out for other things, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Yep. Definitely Pius is.
I had to feel I was.
Yeah, no problem.
Dirty 20.
24.
16.
Hendrix things.
You hear in a good distance away the sound of like footfalls in like underbrush and in like dead leaves. And it sounds like it's getting a little closer. Shortly, also darting into the cave, you see Daisy come flying in, and right behind Daisy, Modia comes swooping in. She has a rapier strapped to her hip, and she has like a longbow kind of like in one hand. Oh man, you guys are wonderful at this getting away thing, huh? There's a whole troop of people stomping around out there looking for you guys.
I'm guessing if you're here, the ship's close. Shall we?
Yeah, you guys aren't far. If we make a run for it, maybe. Those griffins might be a problem, but I think the ship will outpace them shortly once we get up to full speed.
Then let's go.
All right.
Action dash, bonus action dash. Ah!
Yeah.
I go full Pirates of the Caribbean run.
I'm gonna grab that dagger off the ground and just
I'm
make the
doing
light go.
my best Ali G run, which is similar but slightly more effeminate.
Yeah. All right. So you guys start running, and you can hear the griffins kind of calling and responding, and they're swooping behind you. But it doesn't seem like they're in any, like they're not diving at you. They're kind of just pacing you.
They're UAVing.
Yep. They're the eyes in the sky over there.
Mm-hmm.
How high are they?
They're probably about 50 feet off the ground on their back, so they're a little bit above the tree line, and they're trailing you guys by at least 50 feet.
50 feet?
Yep.
Yeah, mine sliver.
Can I throw a dagger at one of the...
Screw that. I'm going to throw out a ghostly skeletal hand and try and actually punch him in the face with it. And that's one of my jobbities.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So let me roll for an attack on that.
All the things.
That is a 22.
22 will hit.
That's going to do a total of 6 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And now the hand is clinging to this griffin's face.
Can I try and throw a dagger at the other one once you're finished?
Yeah, feel free.
Now, would this be classed as a surprise attack with advantage? I only ask because a dagger at that distance would be disadvantaged. I'm trying to balance it out.
I think because it's preceded by this skeletal hand, it sadly will not be advantage. Sorry.
Okay, so I'll roll at disadvantage then for a 16 to hit him. One of the griffins.
Yeah. Let's see. 16 will. So here's the thing: because the griffins are considered mounts, the attacks are going at their masters first. And a 16.
Do they have mounted combat?
No. Actually, no. So I guess it could go for the mount. That's fine. Yeah, 16 will hit a griffin.
Then I'd like to pump a trip attack into that then.
Okay, nice.
And he has to make a DC strength save of... What's my attack for this?
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 23 for the griffin.
Then he doesn't fall, but he takes damage.
Yeah.
So
how much damage does the griffin take? And then we might as well go into an initiative order as well, because this is like...
6 from the dagger and 6 from the maneuver. I wanted to make him fall down.
12 damage?
Yeah, 12 total.
Still pretty decent damage. Okay.
Cool. Now,
And then if everyone wants to roll initiative...
That's a 12 for me, boss.
All right, we got...
I'll roll initiative in...
No problem.
Dirty 20 for me.
A 6.
You said a 6 over there?
Yes, sir.
An 8 for me.
All right, you guys are nearing the edge of the cliff. There is a cliff face off to your right-hand side over there of this map. And you guys are kind of making your way through the brush. There are... And I meant to have griffins ready, but I failed. I'm going to put a shield there for one set of griffin and a rider, and we'll do the sword here for the other set of griffin and the rider. And they are like, they're back. Obviously, this isn't quite 50 feet, but to keep them on screen in general... that's where they are currently. You can hear the sounds of footfalls coming from the top side of your screens here. Starting up first. Oh, I didn't have her roll. Pios, I believe you are up first on my initiative order here. So what would you like to do? As your friends have, attacked, one of the griffins here, each...
So this is what Pius would like to do.
And just out of curiosity, were you both going for the same griffin or with your attack?
No.
It went...
No,
I went first. So would you have aimed for the same one that I aimed at?
Me, no. I was aiming for a separate one, thinking we were both taking them down.
Okay, cool.
So it's evening time.
It's nighttime, pretty much.
Nighttime.
I just have it set for a day so that everyone can see on the map.
So Pius knows the terrain, natural features, whatnot. He knows birds like to nest in trees to sleep, so on and so forth. So Pius is going to slow down, and as the griffins get closer, he's going to find one of them trees nearby and literally shake the living crap out of it, scare them, whatnot, and try to make them fly up into the thing, because I'm going to use my ability called Clever as the Gods.
Okay. All right.
Which is you are rarely outwitted on the field of battle. On your turn, you may use your bonus action to devise a clever plan to trick an enemy. Choose one creature that you can see, make a charisma deception roll contested by that creature's wisdom insight. If you win the contest, you and your allies have advantage on attacks against that creature until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay. So, which one are you going against? And this was a wisdom insight?
Wisdom insight, yeah, for the griffin. And I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay. It fails. So,
Okay.
So there's 2 of them hit. One Hendrix hit, did a decent amount of damage with his dagger. The other one, there's like a skeletal hand gripping a hold of.
So I'm going to go for the Hendrix one since he's not like impeded or anything like that.
All right. So we're going to call that one, let's call that one the sword. And we'll do I'm going to just leave the radioactive thing on there. It's a tiny little mark, but that way we know which one it is. And next up will be Randy. If you want to think about what you're doing, I just need to check it why my son is like whimpering in the other room. So I'll be right back.
Whilst he's away, let me slay with some rhymes that are coming up the flow today. Freestyle coming off the top of the dome, pretty slow, like I've got a malfunction in Google Chrome. I don't really know what I'm talking about now. It seems to me that we're dealing with this hassle, having to deal with 2 griffins in battle. They're hanging above us like 50 foot high. I don't know whether or not we're going to make them die, but I'll try, using nothing more than a ghost hand that's going to be pretty skeletal, but you know how we get down. I don't really know what we're going to do today because Lucius is pretty wimpy. You know what they say. Look at this guy. He used to be so strong, but now he's like, oh my days, so long. All moving on, going out hardcore like our Pios.
Sorry, guys. Everything I think is fine. So, so you are up.
Josh, freestyle, so bad.
Randy.
Yeah, hi. Well, I'm going to cast Hold Person on one of the Griffin Riders and see whether or not that's going to make him fall off and die.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, 14, please.
Yeah, wisdom save. Of course, it's not one of their good ones. Oh, but that's a natural 18 for a 19.
Oh, I disagree. Please re-roll that.
Oh, son of a bitch. Did you roll on your wild table chart, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Natural 20 for 21.
Okay, let me go and do that real quick. 11. I control the wild magic. Yes.
Roll me a d10.
Yeah. That's a 5.
All right. You are now 5 inches shorter.
Shorter?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of those to go, you know. All right. Well, dang. I look at Modia and I go, this hardly ever happens. As a bonus action, I'd like to look over at Pios and go, hey, Badger, shoelaces. And give him some bardic inspiration.
Cool.
And he gets a little mote of potential whizzing around his head. And all he sees is like a little griffin. And then like there's like an even smaller Pios, like jumping on the griffin with like a little spear, like shouting out, witness me! Witness! And he just goes around and just does it again and again and again.
All right. Next up, 80 feet flying. Okay, cool. Yeah, they come flying in. Currently, they're still keeping altitude above you. Let's see. With 80 feet, they can kind of do one of these things. So that part, they move in. The riders.
Who's coming at who first?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. So they're flying by right now. The riders are going to... Yeah, why not? So they see a group of you. And you're all kind of where you were. Like, neither of you two moved?
Nope.
No, I did. I was...
Okay, well...
You remember I followed...
Yeah. You said you slowed down, but you didn't move yourself, so...
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't know.
A 5-foot square over here opens up, and spectral daggers start flinging around in this area.
What? No save, no nothing, just damage.
Well, I gotta roll. I wanted to see what it
damage.
was. Yeah.
That's it.
Gotta make it scary.
Death saving throw for everyone.
Yeah.
Do we have a sense of where it came from?
The shield.
Okay.
The shield griffin. So at the start of your turn, Hendrix and Randy, you will be taking damage. Let's see. The other one is going to. What's up?
I was about to say I didn't have an attack roll, by the way. That was my bonus action.
Well,
but I was gonna hold it anyway until they came down because I can't like jump that high.
Well, they're still flying up. Like they didn't swoop down. They just flew by, and then
actually
the riders are casting spells currently.
Could I use an action to hide?
You can normally, anyways. Yeah.
Oh, can you? Okay, I thought it was only for a bonus
give me a
action.
stealth check.
Okay.
Nat
20. 29.
Okay. Cool.
Nat 20.
Let's see. Oh, that's a bad roll. Lucius, I don't assume a 13 hits you, does it?
No.
All right. A cold blast of energy, like, hits across a branch that's just above you and, like, freezes that branch. But you are able to avoid the damage from that. Hendrix, you are up. You are going to take 9 points of slashing damage as these like spectral like blades fling through and slice into you.
Okay, 9 damage. Ow! That wasn't very nice. Seeing this, can I run through it and push Randall out the other side?
You could, yeah, that would be an action to try to move him.
Yeah, these guys are above the canopy, I assume. I can't hit them.
Yeah, I mean, you could get an angle on them, but yeah, you for sure could make
Yeah, I used my action to just shove Randall out of the...
Perfect.
And used my movement to get under a bush and bonus action hide.
Okay, nice.
Do you want to...
Yeah, give me the stealth checks just so I can see. Did you give a stealth check?
11.
Yeah, nat 20 for a total of 29.
Yeah, don't you worry about that. Yeah, nat 20, you're good.
You're not sure if you're well hidden. They appear to see you.
What? What?
All right.
I'm like underneath the tree there above going, they'll never find me.
Never see me, don't worry. All right, cool. I love it. Good move. Lucius, you are up.
Alrighty. I imagine the griffin that is above them, the shield, that's the one that's hurt, right?
They both have taken damage.
The sword you get advantage on. Don't
The one with
forget.
the sword, you have advantage, and I think that was the one that was Hendrix hit, so that's the most damage.
I'm gonna attack that one.
Okay.
And I'll tell you in a second what. Oh, God. Good thing I got advantage. That's 21.
21 will hit, for sure.
And then, just to get out of the way, I'll action search and do it again. So that is... It's still advantage, right?
Yep. Until my next turn.
So that's 24 on the second one.
Both will hit, for sure. Yeah.
So, first hit is 6 damage, and second hit is 9 damage.
15 points of fire damage. It shrieks out in pain, and you see like areas of its feathers like singed and little smoke rising from the damage.
And then I'm gonna run up to them right here, and I will use my my feature. What is this thing called? The hoplite, the phalanx shield wall.
Okay.
So I get 3 extra AC, and then anybody around me gets 2. Unless they have if they have a shield, they get 3 instead.
All right.
So we get an extra 2 on top of that.
Yeah, you guys get 2. Unless you have a shield, then you get 3.
Okay.
I'll
Sounds
take
good.
the extra 2. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Sounds good. So Modia is up next. She is going to shift kind of back and over this way, get a little bit further away from those spinning cloud of daggers, and she's going to aim at, pulls out her longbow a little bit more, and she's going to aim at the one that was advantage given on. So an arrow flies up and strikes into this griffin, and you notice just before she kind of like mutters something and her eyes narrow in to kind of give her a better aim and a little bit more precision on this. So it takes some damage, and it shrieks out. as the arrow strikes true. And so this griffin takes a little bit more damage. All right, cool. It definitely looks bad. It's kind of bleeding in and starting to look worse for wear.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, Pyos, you're up.
Question. How high are they above the trees? Or are they like tree height?
They're probably just above the top of the trees, so about maybe 40 feet up.
So 40 feet total?
Yeah, straight up.
Underground.
So a little bit more, like from you to the sword would be a little bit more than 40 feet because you're, angling 15 feet away, and then it's 40 feet up. So, however the math works on that, 55 feet or so.
Okay.
How much do you weigh out of interest?
Me?
Like, not much.
At Pyos? 40
like,
pounds or less?
yeah, 42 pounds.
42? Damn
Yeah.
it, man.
Plus gear. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'd have to be
I'm-
buck naked. You probably
Yeah.
lost some weight since you shrunk 5 inches.
All right.
Okay. So let's see here. I can.
I love that there's nothing in there that says you revert back to your former height afterwards. You're just shorter.
Permanent.
You're permanently 5 inches shorter.
It may not be. It may come back after a long rest. Maybe. GM. You don't mind. You should know. But
You're the one who chose to be a wild magic sorcerer. You get what you get.
You're the one dressed as a child.
Yeah.
you don't choose the magic weave. The magic weave chooses you. Okay?
So
Yeah.
here's my thought and question.
Okay. Awesome.
I
No.
would,
Oh wait. Where are we at?
I would like to parkour up a tree using my acrobatics, using my movement and my bonus action. That will give me 50 feet.
Okay.
And you said it's 40, so that extra 10 feet, I'd like to leap
Okay.
toward the griffin and use my action to attack it.
Okay. I'm down for this. Give me an acrobatics roll for starter.
Okay.
So you're going to be using your movement and your bonus action for just this pure speed of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and now I get a, what do you call it? A D6, right? Bardic Inspiration, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that for an attack?
No, well, yeah, I'm going to use it for attack because I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18 from acrobatics.
I'll give you that too, and I shouldn't, but I love the idea of it, so let's go with it. Because technically it should climbing's like half speed, but I dig it. Go ahead and make your attack roll on this griffin as you run up this large tree and leap out to strike it in the air.
Okay, I'm glad I did that. So let's see.
Add the D6 on it as well.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
You do, I think, still have advantage, right? Because it's till the end or the start.
Oh, yes. No, that is, yeah, it's still good advantage.
Big attack. Woo.
So the first one is a 4. Yeah, so that, well, shit.
So 15.
15, yeah, 15.
Luckily for you, griffins don't have a high armor, so 15 will hit.
Okay, so here is my short sword. So that's 6 plus sneak attack damage, which is insane. Which I rolled a 1, 2, and 3, literally.
What did you roll on the bardic dice?
Just
1.
Okay, that is an extra. They need to do a Constitution saving throw or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the bardic inspiration die. DC 14 on that griffin's going to take 1 point of thunder damage.
It failed, so it will take.
Cocoon.
So how much damage did you do?
12 total.
12. Is that including his 1 point or no?
No, that so 12, so 13 total. 13
Okay.
total.
It shrieks out in pain, and now you start falling
Sure.
Yeah.
because you're 50 feet up in the air.
Reaction, featherfall.
Okay, cool. And you start drifting down slowly as you cause Randy to burn one of his featherfall spell slots.
And I'm as I'm feather falling, I'm looking over at the other griffin rider and the other griffin. I'm doing the evil stare eyeball
Okay.
and shaking my head. You're next.
Yeah. So you are currently like descending slowly because it's 60 feet in a round.
Got my shield up.
Okay, and I guess you will probably hit the ground by the time you get to back to anyone else's, so that's fine. Next up is Randy.
In my shortened form, I mutter, I hope this doesn't keep happening. And I bring my arms around into a yin-yang, reminding myself of my black whites, and I send off an orb of dark energy that goes zooming up towards your sword griffin right there, as I cast a chaos belt, which is going to be a roll as well. But that is a 24 to hit.
Okay, that will hit.
That's going to do it's 2d8 plus 1d6 damage.
Yeah, so you need to roll 1d8 first so that we can see what on the chaos bolt that does.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to do that first then.
I mean, I don't think it matters because I don't think there's anything, but I think if...
2.
Okay, so now roll the other d8.
That's a cold damage.
Okay.
So then I roll 2d8 on it?
No, that's one of your d8. So roll 1d8 plus a d6.
Okay, so that's a 4 plus that 2, and then a d6 on top, yeah? 5. The damage is 2d8 plus 1d6. So it's 6 plus 5. That's 11 points of cold damage.
Okay. It had exactly 11 points of hit points left. So the sword griffin comes crashing down, falling, and the rider will take some fall damage. It'll be slightly reduced because it is going to be kind of shelter. Oh, but I rolled max damage for the slightly reduced that I did roll. So the rider himself comes smashing down and kind of like rolls as he hits the ground, and now the sword guy is just the sword guy and not the sword with the griffin. Get rid of that. All right, cool.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Hendrix.
All right.
Does that guy get hurt while falling? Or
Oh yeah, he took it. I rolled 3d6 because he's on the griffin. I figured the griffin shelters some of it, and I rolled max damage for those because I wanted to roll all sixes. So yeah, he took 18 points of damage as he hit the ground and kind of like rolled around with it.
Okay, that's 5 points of health that I give back to Hendrix.
Look at Lucius.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Lucius, take their weapons and armor and give me back my dagger.
Your dagger is lit on the ground. You can't miss it.
No, I grabbed it. But the guy's not dead. The griffin died.
It's the big shining torch in the darkness that whilst we're trying to be stealthy over here. No big deal. Just mentioning it.
All right.
Oh, do you want me to roll for my...
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Every round, huh?
At least for this one. The other one was delayed anyways.
So, you know how I'm fine as long as I don't roll a 1? Yeah, I rolled a 1.
I was trying to get in there. Can you even cast Healing Word on me? Because that'll be 2 spells in a round.
What do you mean?
You did Chaos Ball.
Chaos Ball. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I can do a cantrip. I can't do Healing Word. You're right. I can't do it.
Cool. Well,
Sorry. But yeah. Do you want me to roll a D100 now?
it says it started each of your turns for the next minute. So technically, you can wait till your next turn and then just keep rolling your D100s.
So I'm now in the Wild Magic Surge right now.
Yeah, you're beginning it because you just rolled a 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next round and for the next 10 rounds.
Okay, here we go. This is where the rubber meets the road, people.
This is where stuff has fun. All right. Cool.
Potted plant, here we come.
All right. This griffin here didn't see Hendrix there. I think he does see this crazy creature that cast spells and took out his friend. So he's going to dive down, and the griffin is going to attack. So it lands on the ground and is going to slash out. It is going to attempt to bite first Randy and then claw.
Can I use my reaction? Is it within 5 feet of me?
It would have swung around. I mean, it didn't see you, but it needed to get through this clearing and descend. So it's kind of like coming up
Okay.
From
If
the
it's
air.
not close enough for me to attack, then don't worry.
Yeah, I don't think it would have crossed your threatened area. Not
Okay,
that
cool.
it knew it, but just because of the way the trees are set up and where you hid.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
16 to hit with the bite and a 12 with the claws.
Okay, so my armor class is 16 even with the +2, but I'm going to make him re-roll that by casting silvery barbs at it
Okay, cool.
as a reaction.
So, yeah, that'll miss now because that was an 11.
And
So-
the great part about that is I then get to choose a different creature, and they have advantage on their next attack roll, ability roll, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute. And I'm going to do that for Lucius.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
yeah.
All right, the rider of that one is going to hop off, and I think seeing Lucius over here is going to attempt to... He's going to attack Lucius to start with. He is going to strike out with his spear.
My AC is 20 at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't realize that. But he's going to miss both times. Just smacking against your shield. And frustrated, he's going to send a ray of frost at Randy and hit Randy with that.
And due to Neon Angel, you have a disadvantage on your roll, DM.
Oh, okay. All right. I see how it is, guys. Misses that one too.
I got friends in high places.
Make this all easy on them. I see how it is. The next one, not wanting to miss an opportunity here, although Lucius has ridiculous armor, is going to run up and attempt to attack him. So that one barely hits, thanks to flanking. 9 points of damage, Lucius, as he runs up and goes after you. Then is going to attempt to do that again. This time, striking against your shield, and is going to glance back at Peos. And a 10 will not hit you, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no.
Strike of like frost is gonna blast out towards you, but gonna smash against a tree trunk next to you and miss. All right, Hendrix, you are up.
Okay. Griffin is within melee with Randall, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna stab it in the butt with a booming blade. So let me just roll an attack.
And you get advantage, by the way, from Shadow Soldier PR.
Okay.
Well, advantage. Why not? Let's go crazy. What am I doing? Attack it.
Sorry, GM, I've got a slight child problem. I'm going to be right back, okay?
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
22 to hit the Griffin.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, he takes 7 from the weapon, another 8 from booming blade, and then whatever my sneak attack is, which I believe is 2d6. 3. So 4, 11 damage.
Okay. Nice. 11 damage on. Cool. All right.
And I'll move around and get behind this other one.
Okay. Sounds good. Lucius, you are up.
Bonus action dodge.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Well, Lucius is gonna wipe like his chest, well, near his neck where this guy stabbed him. And it's like, oh, okay. And I'm gonna go after his ass.
The sword.
So yeah, I'm gonna take out the dagger that I grabbed that is glowing in my thing, and I'm gonna stab him twice.
Okay.
Normal attack and then bonus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
First one is 25, and second hit is 21.
Yeah, both will hit.
And can I use booming blade on the second one,
No.
or it has to be the first one?
Well,
Oh,
you
never
don't
mind. I gotcha.
have the ability to cast
Yeah.
Booming Blade as well as...
I gotcha. It has to be okay. Never mind that one. I'll just first 6 damage and second one is 9 damage.
Okay. That's still really good. 15 points of damage on one that's already fairly well hurt from the fall. Cool. Yeah, you guys you do some decent damage. You hear the sounds of footfalls through brush, and you spot a group of guards come running in from the northerly kind of area.
Come on, wild magic. You've got to come through.
The chip better hurry up.
Oh, it's Modia's turn. She is going to
Get the ship.
dart back a ways. 1, 2. In fact, she's going to start flying as she heads towards the edge of the cliff. It says, "Whenever you boys are ready," and lets loose an arrow at the one with the sword there. That will just barely hit. Phew. I can roll when I'm rolling against myself, not when I'm rolling against
Isn't that the
you
way,
guys.
though? Isn't that
Right.
always the way?
And she finishes off this one with the sword here, with the arrow like strikes into its neck, and it falls. They fall prone on the ground there. And Randy, give me a D100 roll.
Here we go. Here we go, everyone.
7. Let's go.
No.
What did we roll?
39.
39.
You gain the power of omniscience.
As a potted plant.
You now gain control of the entire forest. As a
All right.
potted.
So, give me a D6, please.
Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be a very good time, you guys. 2.
Strange looking creatures. This is not what they look like, but I had these ready and not 2 strange looking creatures appear, and they seem to be frightened of you. Yeah. So 2 flumps appear within 60 feet of you and are frightened of you. So there you go.
Can I direct them?
No. They're still monsters, so they'd still be aggressive, but they are frightened of you, so they can't move closer to you. And I think they have disadvantage on attacks and ability rolls as long as they can see you. So,
Okay.
alrighty, now your turn. What would you like to do?
Me? What I'd like to do is kill the hell out of this griffin. So I'm going to go and take my rapier real quick and stab him in the face.
Stab him in the face.
Stab him in the face. It's a standard maneuver. I'm not... Oh, there we go. 25.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
going to be for max damage. 11 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to point over at Hendrix and be like, I owe you from like 6 seconds ago. Bonus action, spell time, healing word.
All right. Cool.
I was like, what? Oh, okay.
Cool. Anything with your movement?
Yeah, I guess I should move. It's the end of my first levels. That's 6 points of health for the Hendrix. And I am going to move a whopping... Oh, I'm going to take an opportunity of attack here, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Right.
That's me.
You will take 7 points of slashing damage.
Why?
I rolled a 20 to hit as the griffin lashes out with its claw as you go running by.
Can I please not?
I mean, you could use a spell and...
No, I'm not going to use a spell. I'm going to use my feature because you've got me casting as my process there. My Tides of Chaos is only for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. I cannot begin to tell you how annoying that is. Okay. 7 points of damage it is, you guys.
All right. See, you're doing fine. You still have plenty of hit points left. All right. The griffin is going to turn and facing... Actually, it's going to shift over here facing Hendrix.
It moves there, it takes 2d8 of damage.
Oh, shit. I forgot. Oh, well. I forgot. So my bad. Roll up your 2d8.
9.
Okay.
Do I get to hit it or no?
Nope. Not unless you have a reach. It was
No, I don't have a spear anymore.
still 10 feet away. All right. Cool. 9 points of damage.
Yep.
Because I'm an idiot. All right.
No,
It's going to lash out
didn't
with
know.
its claw. Oh, that's a bad roll to hit. And then it is going to attempt to grapple you.
If it missed, I'd like to riposte.
Okay.
And try and,
Yeah, it missed.
which then I can get to attack it. I'm on like using 2.
Dude, I can roll for everybody but the monsters.
14 to hit.
14 will hit the griffin.
Oh, fantastic. So it's this plus a d8 for 19.
Yeah. It's looking pretty hurt. And then give me an athletics check. Or acrobatics, I suppose.
It's going to be acrobatics. I'm going to
It's
slip out of that.
probably not going to matter because yeah.
No, 13.
No, yeah, I rolled a 9. So, yeah, no problem. You're fine. Jeez. All right. This soldier is going to turn and attempt to strike at you to try to save his griffin. So, spear going at you. That would be a natural 20 for 25.
I'm going to throw a silvery barbs as a reaction.
Okay.
So he's going to have to re-roll that, please.
All right. So it will be a 21 to hit.
1 second. 1 second. Remember, I'm dodging. So that's disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
on attacks.
So at disadvantage, it would be a 21 to hit.
Silvery barbs on that then.
Does silvery barbs impose disadvantage, or does it impose a reroll?
It is a re-roll.
Okay.
Let me check that. Hold on. Silvery barbs.
It'd be reroll.
Is re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
All right. So technically, here we have this situation where the first roll would have counted because of flanking. It would have been the straight roll, which was a nat 20. You imposed a reroll, which would have been a 21 to hit.
That's cool. If that's what happened.
It's only 5 points of piercing damage then, because it wasn't a nat 20.
But still.
Who did you give advantage to, Rooms?
With what?
Don't you?
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, but the silvery barbs was...
No, you'd
It was-
still have to use it to avoid the crit. It's just his dodge didn't help him on that. First.
I'm going to... I can't give it to Lucius because I've already given it to Lucius, so I'm going to give that to Modia.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he's also going to attempt to attack again. That would be an 8, which is going to miss. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any... If you use your reaction, I think since, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last strike of the spear is a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, cool. And you are up next.
It's on me.
It's on you now.
You say this griffin's looking pretty bad.
The griffin's looking very bad, yeah.
Then I'm just going to take a quick glance at this guy and then stab his griffin.
Okay, I love it.
It's going to be like a look over the shoulder, like, what are you doing? Shank. For a natural 1 for an 8 to hit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have advantage, do I?
No,
No one in chat give me advantage.
No one did.
that's okay, because, I mean, you guys are rocking this combat so far.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So I'm assuming an 8 misses on the griffin.
yes, an 8 will miss the griffin.
Then I will action surge and do it again.
Oh, dang. No, I really was going to stab your griffin. I swear. That
Yeah,
will hit the
for-
griffin. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's
Oh.
this
And-
9
Yep.
plus a d8 for this.
Yeah, it's fine. That's plenty. 9 is plenty. You stab this griffin, and it lets out this shrill scream and falls dead on the ground.
Yes.
With this crimson sword, do I absorb anything from it, or does that have to be cumulative?
Yes. Did I give you what it rolls on there, or
No, I think last time I rolled a d6.
I think that's what my thought was. Yeah. So roll a d6.
6.
Okay. Get 6 hit points back.
Fantastic. And then I will use my bonus action to disengage
Mm-hmm.
and run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then that's where I'm at. I'll
Okay.
stay there.
Nice. Lucius, you are up. There's one shield guy ahead of you. There are 3 more that have come running up through the brush.
Is this guy hurt at all or not?
Actually, he has not taken a single hit. Guys have beat up his griffin and his buddy, but he is still standing.
Okay, well, since everybody started running, I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna go like that, and I'm gonna run. I'm gonna use dash, so I'll run to the rest of the group.
Okay, he is going to strike out with his spear. He's going to attempt to smash you with his shield as you run by, but I can't roll, so you're fine. No problem.
I do have a question, since I'm not running that far. Is it okay if I don't use the dash, or is it too late?
No, that's fine. You didn't use both.
I'll turn around and I'll cast a firebolt at him just for
Sounds
why
good.
not.
Yeah.
See, what is that? That is 17.
He has his shield up still and is able to bring it back around, and it smashes across his shield harmlessly.
Oh, yeah. And that would be my turn.
Cool. So these guys start running in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do they have ranged attacks?
No.
Well,
I was thinking that as well. Yeah. No.
you're like, no.
Standard blind soldiers, aren't they, really?
Yes,
They just
totally.
walk around not really seeing stuff. If anything, they get violent to anything within 5 feet of them. They should attack that guy.
Well, it depends. Are they running at us with sword and shield? Does that mean
Standard Volo's monster, I think you'll find.
do they have to drop their sword to then pull out a bow?
Yeah.
Or what are we dealing with here?
Wait. Let's not make.
If they have
rolls
range, you
that
guys got extra armor.
adversely screw our shit up down the road. You can absolutely change weapons. It's not an action. Shut up, Hendrix.
Yeah,
My
right.
God.
So he runs in. We've got, I think he's going to just dash 5.
Can I use my reaction?
Can you use your action?
Brace attack. When somebody comes into my attack range, I can give them a poke
Yeah.
Ladies.
Someone's going to run up here. 50.
for a 12.
Okay. 12
I
will
believe
not,
that.
will not
Don't
hit.
have an advantage at all? Or no, I never gave you bardic inspirations or anything, did I?
No, Lucius has one, and
Everybody else but me.
Modia
And I was the
has
one that pushed you out of the cloud.
Hey, I gave you health. I gave you actual bona fide health.
Cool. Yeah.
They attack. You guys got extra
Out.
armor, so.
Outrageous. Also fair, but my God.
all right. So they just run up to catch up to you guys. Let's see. What do flumps do? Let's
Yeah,
see. They
no.
can't.
Float around, do nothing really.
Just a pure out of character moment. Who here has ever experienced an actual flump in their life?
Or in another game, or
Yeah.
just walking down the street.
Both. Because the second one is a better story, I feel, but sure.
Well,
I know a couple of people that are flumps.
so all intents and purposes, they can't do anything because no one's within. Oh wait, no, Pios is still there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This one cannot move closer though to Randy. So I think
They're fed on psychic energy. Are they really going to go after Pios?
Exactly.
there's not much
Do
there.
you want
is
to
there?
deal with what's inside Pios's mind? I mean, really? Really?
They're after knowledge, philosophy. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing in here but bloodshed and ruin.
This one, they're gonna move over here and
Shoo, fly, shoo.
are they just there now, existing, or do they have a time period?
they have a time period.
Yeah.
So Pios, give me 2 dexterity saving throws. This shouldn't be hard, but I don't know how much. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, 2 because I can't get close enough to use the other abilities.
2. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah, I do. I get advantage on those. Okay, so glad I get advantage on those. Okay, first one is a 25,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one, not good, 10.
Luckily for you, 10 is the wonderful saving throw that they set for a flump. So nothing happens, and we can basically ignore the fact that flumps exist because they can't do that again today. All right.
Don't stay near them. They don't move any foot closer. That's as close as they can go.
That's as close as they can go right now because they can't get closer to you.
Right.
All right. I think that brings us back to the top of the round at Pios. You're up.
Okay. So, my question is, there's no little circly thing to point at. But I'll use my character, actually. Okay, so I was there. Wait, what is going
You're
on?
using a measurement tool right now. You can click
how
on
do you
the person thing on the upper left. Click on the square. This is select tokens.
Okay, there. Okay. So, I'm here. That griffin that fell that I stabbed is roughly right here, right? And the rider?
Yeah, so they're roughly right in front of you.
Right in front of me. So I'm stepping up. Can I use a bonus action to search the body of the rider?
I don't think so.
Or is that an action?
That's more of an action, and there's a specific thief subclass of rogue that allows you to interact with objects and stuff as a bonus action. So I'm going to say no, because I don't want to take that from anyone who would be taking those abilities.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to search the body.
Now? You're going to search the body now?
Yes. Because
Okay.
you'll see.
No, you do you, man.
Okay. Roll your action.
Okay, so investigation, right?
Yep. You
That's
still
not
got
bad.
bonus action movements and stuff.
Exactly. So I rolled a 14.
Okay. Was there anything in particular you're looking for, or?
Hendrix mentioned gold
Okay.
and treasure and stuff like that
Okay.
earlier. So
My-
I'm picking.
My dagger's
that.
still stabbed inside that one as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to take weapons too. So
Okay.
treasure and weapons. And I guess, and if I do find important paperworky stuff that, Randall wouldn't like to have, I'll take that too. But no armor, nothing like that, nothing heavy.
Yeah, I was going to say armor's not going to be possible just because of the length of time it would take you to get that off of them. Did you roll investigation?
I did. I rolled a 14.
Okay. Roll me 2d10.
But not a D100?
Nope.
So a total of
You will be in a
7.
second, yeah. 7. So you find about 7 gold, and you find, he's got a spear on him. As far as weaponry that's loose goes, if you wanted to grab the dagger out of the, I believe the griffin itself, then you can.
I can use spears. That's one thing that I can do.
Yeah.
So,
and I think Lucius uses them as well. So
yeah,
it's up to you.
Got a specialty.
Is this a human-sized spear out of interest?
Yeah.
Cool. Just looking at the visual there.
Yep.
Yep.
Walk
okay,
softly and carry a big spear.
Yeah.
Really big.
Okay, so how many gold did you say? Just 7?
Yeah, whatever you rolled on your
7.
Yeah.
2d10. Add that,
and some of that's in silver and copper, but we're gonna say 7 gold worth.
And you said a dagger.
No, there's the dagger, which is Hendrix's, and then a spear that's on him.
Oh, I can't add another dagger.
It's okay. Lucius or Hendrix can add his dagger. Or no. Why did you have a dagger? You used a hatchet, right? Because you don't have a dagger.
I have one dagger, but I don't want to give it to him.
Oh, okay. So Hendrix, you can add your dagger back in, or whatever.
Thank you.
But for now, it's on Pios. All right. Then what else would you like to do, Pios?
And then I'm going to use my bonus action and my normal move, and I'm going to move 50 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to. So that's right up into. I'm going to continue. I guess everybody's trying to run. So without stopping. So yeah, I'm going to just continue running.
Okay.
So I guess I can move pretty much off the map.
Okay. Well, the cliff
by
is
5 feet. Yeah,
I'm
right
up there.
Yeah. Wherever we're moving to get on the airship. So.
All right, Randall. I got your wild roll. So cool. Go ahead and do your whatever you're gonna do.
Do I have a wild roll?
Didn't you roll 34?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw it pop up. Okay, roll. Because it rolls every minute. So we rolled twice now.
Oh, so I have to roll another d20 now?
You roll on this
D100?
chart, I believe. Hold on. Where does it say? Roll on this table at the start of each of your turns for the next minute, ignoring the results on subsequent rolls. So yeah, roll D100.
52.
52. Okay. All right. A
I may
shield.
look like I'm stressed, but I'm having the best time.
A shield appears around you, and you get +2 bonus to your AC and immunity to magic missile.
And I have a magic missile.
And immunity to magic missile.
Immunity magic missile.
And this lasts for a minute. So.
Okay.
And then you may go about the rest of your turn.
Okay, I'm going to look at the 3 guards and be like, there are guards that are old, there are guards that are bold, but I've never heard about a bold old guard, y'all. So, on this idea, I'm not exactly sold. Seriously, my friend, I'd rather you just hold. And I cast Hold Person at 3rd level on the 2 guards in my area space.
Okay. What's
I need them both to make a Wisdom saving throw of a DC 14.
Okay. First one will pass. And, sorry, the second one will pass.
That is super.
I rolled a 14 and a 15 on those, so...
Okay, but here's my thing. I don't like that, so I'd like to not have those numbers. But I can't do anything because Tides of Chaos doesn't impact other people's lives.
Yep.
Oh, is it? No, wait. I need to check that. I keep looking at it, and I'm like, that can't be right. It can't be just my stuff. I want to mess around with other people's lives. So I'm going to check that real quick.
Okay.
It says you can gain advantage on 1 attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Yeah, it's fucking rubbish.
I mean,
Okay.
grants yourself advantages. It's cool, but, you know.
As a bonus action, I'm going to look over at Hendrix and be like, all right, give him Bardic Inspiration.
All right, are you staying there? Or are you moving?
It's pure half-hearted, man.
Yeah, I'm not even going to use it.
I know you're not. You weren't going to ever use it anyway, on principle. Now, you get like a motor potential, which whizzes around your head, and it's literally just me looking at you like, what do you want? And I'm going to running away.
Okay.
Taking 2 opportunities of attack. 20, 30.
I don't think anyone hits. 15 was the first. It was the highest of the 2. And remember, you have your +2.
I've got the +2. Do I still have the +2 as well from Lucius as well? Even though I moved out of his range and then came back
you
in?
would have been at the time, right? It's just
Right.
at any point that people are within the range of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in range of him now, right?
You were when the attacks were made. Yes.
Okay, so at that point my AC was at 18. It's now back down to only 16 because of the magical nimbus of energy around it.
Yeah. Still, you're good.
And that is the end of my turn.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
Great.
Cool.
Jeez. All right. This guy with the shield. What does he want to do? We've got. What do we want to do?
He pulls out a swarm of flying snakes. Pios absolutely needs to get a bag of snakes just to throw that out as a...
Yeah, right.
I throw a bag of snakes as my bonus action. If you're the kind of rogue who's got fast hands, you know.
Okay. We're gonna run up here, and she's up in the air. But Lucius and Hendrix. Lucius is the only one. You've got the lowest. So Lucius, you are currently blinded until the end of my next turn. So
I don't get to make the saving or nothing.
It does not look like it. This is color spray, so it's based on your hit point totals. And I rolled 39 for hit point totals, and it looks like you're at 33 right now. So
Can I get re-roll that? Any of that D20 that you're rolling now?
No, they're all D10s.
All right, no bother. Carry on.
So that was his action, though, is to run up, and you are now blinded. And just for a turn. It's not that big of a deal.
Color spray is a great spell, though.
Yeah. I was like, what can I do to possibly affect anybody? All right. That is his turn. And Hendrix, you are up.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to disengage. I'll use my action to throw my bag of caltrops in front of Lucian and in between him and the guards. So there's a... I'm on...
Bag of caltrops. Classic.
Caltrops on the floor.
Okay.
And then movement, I will...
So,
run away!
were you putting it right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll proceed to run away. End my turn.
All right.
My action.
Beautiful, beautiful. Lucius, you are up next. You are currently blinded.
Come to the sound of our voice.
Well, I know he used Caldrop, so... well, actually, I don't know that, because I'm blind.
You probably could hear the clanking of metal on the ground somewhere in front of you.
I gotcha. Since I can't really see, I think I'll just move forward once.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a dodge action.
All right. Cool.
And let's see, bonus action wise, what can I do? Not a damn thing. Okay, that's it.
All right.
I just go like this and have my shield out so that way, it's hard for them to hit me.
Okay. Modia is going to swoop over and pick you up. Because now she can. And she's going to start
gonna be like,
flying off. She's like, I've got you. And like scoops underneath your arms.
you.
The griffin's got you, mate!
And she flies out over the cliff, like out into the opening area there. Says, whenever you boys are ready. Pius.
Do I see the ship?
Not currently. But
Okay.
it seems like Modia is heading out over the open air by the cliff face.
Did she drop down at all or continue going upwards?
She starts to like dive down a little bit. So she is starting to descend below the edge of the island.
Okay, I'm gonna run here, and then I'm going to hold an attack.
Okay.
They get closer. I don't know what else to do.
All right.
I don't have ranged attacks.
No problem. No problem. Randy, you're up.
Yeah, I shout at one of the guards. No, a shield dude who's nearest me in line. I go, hey, do you know what you call a stupid guard? A guard. And I'm going to do vicious mockery on that guy. Wisdom saving throw, please.
All right.
14.
The guy with the shield and the streak in his hair, or the other one?
Yeah. The guy with the streaks in his hair.
Okay, cool. Wisdom saving throw, right? Oh, yeah. He fails.
That's 7 points of psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll that it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
I'm going to book it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
So you're leaping off the edge?
Oh, hells yes.
Okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. That's an edge.
That is an edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the others and be like, let's go.
and slowly climb down.
And I'm going to jump off the edge.
Okay, perfect. You start to fall, and this guy is disadvantaged, but 10, 15. I think he's going to go after Peos over here. So make your attack.
Yep. 20.
Okay, 20 will hit.
So that's 8 points of damage, and I don't get my sneak attack.
No, because you don't have advantage on anything.
Okay.
He has disadvantage on this attack, so I don't think a 14 will hit you, Pius.
Oh, no.
All right. But now he's going to continue his attacks. See if a dirty 20.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm going to use my... Let's see here. I get a reaction.
Any dodge?
Yeah, I'm going to... Well, I've got... Let's see. If an effect allows... Okay, that's only half damage. So yeah, I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge
Okay.
as my action.
Then
for
you will
half damage.
take 2 points of damage as his spear just grazes you as you dart out of the way. Hendrix, your friends, several of them have gone over the cliff. One is still standing at the edge of the cliff. What would you like to do?
Fuck it. I'm going to run up and stab this guy in the back
Okay.
and then jump off.
Okay.
So,
You get advantage because you're flanking.
oh, fantastic.
Sneak attacks.
I get sneak attack.
You'd get
Seven.
it anyways, but
17 to hit.
17 will miss, actually. Just barely.
You have Bardic Inspiration plus D6
Oh, yeah.
on that attack.
That's if I want to use it.
It's up to you. I mean, it'll
I
make
will
it
use
hit.
it.
So
I will use it.
then
So
you will
that's
hit. Yeah.
22 total.
And I think it does extra damage.
Yeah, that's another 5 points of thunder damage done on top of what you
assuming I
do.
fail my con save or whatever it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's
No.
14.
14 piercing plus the 8 for booming blade plus the sneaker damage, which is 1d6. So 6 and an 8. Oh wow, another 3 damage on top of that. So
Okay.
what's that?
Did
17
it fail?
plus the
5,
Did-
so 22 damage.
Did it fail
yeah,
the
so
save?
22 damage.
No.
He went from looking pretty confident to all of a sudden looking a little worried as it just takes a lot of damage.
bonus action disengage as I shout, "Peace out, bitch!" and jump off.
All right, you're falling. Lucius, you now can see you are being... Oh, wrong button. You now can see and you're being held aloft by Modia as you're diving.
Is there any chance that as I'm flying away, I can pelt that dude with a fireball?
Sure, yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, I need my shoulder for a second, just one of them. And since I have advantage, I might as well use it. So let's see.
I like the
That's
idea of
a reward.
Modia hearing that and just like twisting around in midair and just throwing you up. So you have like a pure moment where you're at the crest of that thing lifted up, the fire of your firebolt, and then carry on falling back to be caught by Modia afterwards.
That's 7 damage.
Did it hit? What was your...
It was 22 to hit.
Okay, yeah. So 7 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's it.
All right,
Be
cool.
like, take that, bitch.
All right, yeah, Modia grabs hold of you again and continues to dive down, holding on to you. Flumps wander off because there's nothing to do. And then these shield guys are going to come forward, crowding around.
Anybody walk through the couch?
No, I mean, they saw it, so they're going to dodge them. And I know, but they're kind of quite obviously right in front of them.
Can I climb back up and pick them up, please? It's a waste.
That's up to you.
No.
And they're going to attempt to do as much damage as they can to Pios. So we've got 16 to hit.
Right on the money.
Okay, so there's 1 from this guy. Hold on. I'm just going to roll to see.
Yep.
So 21 will hit. That's 2.
Yep.
Thank God for advantage. Oh, there's double 1s on advantage. That was fun. So this guy hits you twice for 14 points of damage, piercing.
I'm going to use my reaction to uncanny dodge that.
Have you had another turn since then?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, no. Oh, yeah. When you use... Okay. And I can't do half damage.
How are you doing on health?
So how much damage total?
14 on that one. Got 1 more hit so far. 2 more hits coming in.
I'm about half down.
Okay.
10 more points of damage as the next guy strikes you.
Yep.
I keep forgetting to do this other thing. So
Pretty low now.
that one hits, and this one takes 2 spear attacks at you. One of them strikes true.
I'm going to take that last one and make him re-roll it, please.
All right. So that one misses, and then his shield's going to come at you, but a 14 will miss. So
And because he missed that one there, I'm going to give advantage on him for that as I use my silvery barbs, and that leaves me with just one last spell slot.
1 more spell slot. Oh, perfect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfect. And Pios, you're up now. Looking pretty hurt.
Yeah. I look at him, snarl, and disengage and fall backwards.
Okay. Randy, you and your friends are all falling off the cliff.
It's my turn?
Yep. It's your turn.
Featherfall. Featherfall. Like 100% featherfall.
Yeah.
Do I need to do it? Wild surge magic.
I mean, you have to roll them every turn for the next minute. So you rolled 3 of them so far. So yes, you have to roll them. 92.
Oh my god. That's way too high for a wild surge.
All right.
What'd you roll?
So you die within the next minute. So you will land. All these things will go off. And then we'll have to figure out a reincarnate spell. Good God.
I die, don't I?
Yeah. Not right
How do
now.
I die, though?
Within the next minute.
Holy shit.
From the... Well, I mean, you'll come back, but we don't know what you're going to come back as. So, you guys are descending.
What?
Yeah.
There's no option for, like, magical potions of healing?
Reincarnate, you come back as a different race, you have to roll.
Yeah, reincarnate.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting on the family reunion. At least your dad won't recognize you anymore.
No.
Oh, no.
Holy shit.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, no.
All right. This doesn't happen just yet. So you're falling slowly. You see a ship come out from underneath the island. Dark sails. On the sail, there seems to be like a large dagger on it. And Modia continues to descend towards this ship rapidly. As you guys descend down, the ship comes below you for you to land upon, and you start heading off. The guards stand there, especially the one that was under Booming Blade, because he now realizes after the mistakes earlier, and watch you guys exit and fly out further eastward. Okay, so we rolled 3 times, Randy. Let's keep going. You're now on board a ship.
Yep, now I'm on top of a ship. I'm going to roll 3 D100s. Here we go.
Do these actions only happen while he's conscious, or if we knock?
These are really bad.
No, I don't think it matters. You technically, I think, have 6 more, I believe, is where we're at on this. But what do we get?
Are you sure if I roll for every round?
It says for a minute, so it's 10 rounds. How many have we done?
I did 3 plus. Yes, I've got another 4 to go after this.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay, so that was a. Did you see my numbers there?
I was not on that screen. What do you
Okay, so that's a 98,
Oh,
an 88, an 87,
All right.
and then the next 3,
88.
80, 63, 83. These are all ridiculously high. And my last one, no. It's the 100.
Okay, so wait. Shit. We had 98, 88. So someone starts flying. 98, you are surrounded by faint ethereal music for the next minute. So you're going to go out with like a choir of like...
You've got some out music.
There's an orchestra going on right now around you. 100 is actually you regain all expended sorcery points.
I have no sorcery points.
Yeah.
Cool.
None yet. What else are we at? We had the 88.
88.
That was you cast fly on a random creature within 60 feet of you.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that for. Can I choose at
it's
all?
random,
It's random.
technically. So roll me like a D8.
Yeah.
Roll it on the Aarakocra.
That'd be hilarious. That's a
He's
5.
You start flying, actually.
Okay. You guys watch me just hover in place, arms held out, looking up at the sky, eyes closed, hearing music.
What the hell's going on?
We've all watched Stranger Things,
63,
right?
83.
No, I haven't. 80.
Butterflies and flower petals in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute.
Yep, that's happening. 63.
Perfect way to die.
A cloud
this
of
is
fog starts emanating from you, covering the ship, making it hard for anyone to see you guys.
83.
All right, roll me 1d10.
Should be interesting.
This could be a big problem. Low numbers. Low numbers.
Low
Low numbers.
Low numbers.
High
Two.
numbers.
2.
Okay. All of your party plus everyone else aboard the ship is going to take 2 necrotic damage, except for you, who will recover.
I have 7 as a max.
Okay, then you're at full hit points because you would recover all the damage that was dealt.
But again, I am dead.
At the end of a minute, after all these things go off, like all these effects are just kind of skyrocketing off, and then as it finally subsides, because I think that's it, right? Or am I missing? Yeah. You fall dead aboard the ship.
What the hell happened there, Randall? Randall.
How does this happen?
Go over there and start shaking them.
Randall.
All right, Randy. Can you roll me a D100?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, guys.
Not sick of these, yeah?
Make it fun.
Right.
38.
38. All right.
Please be a short.
Cloud of fog has surrounded this area. It's tough for everyone to see. And you start shaking Randy, and slowly he starts moving again. Randy, your eyes start to slowly open, and you blink, and you feel a little strange. You are far taller than you used to be.
No!
Your hair is, I'll let you decide on that, but your skin is fairly fair. You have long, pointy ears, as you are now a wood elf.
Yes.
And that is where we will end.
Raging.
We will let Randy figure out exactly what his new wood elf self looks like.
I mean, let's really mess with me. Let's make me look like I've got big, sandy, gold, wavy hair.
Yeah.
Like, I look absolutely nothing like me.
Oh, wow.
Sweet Lord. What has happened?
Elf's not the worst thing in the world.
No. You know, especially for a...
It could have been the word.
So do I have the same exact stats, or do I get the plus bonus racial bonuses of a wood elf?
So the bonuses, the new like Tasha's and everything, you can put the +2 and +1 anywhere you like, but you're gonna lose your racial bonuses of like lucky and, which I think you forgot, right? You're a gnome or a halfling?
I'm a halfling.
Right? There was at least one natural one in there.
Yeah, no, I never forgot. I made a literal choice to never take on the lucky. Like, Perfect. As a bard, I have enough luck in my life. So, Perfect. I mean, that was a conscious choice. So, hold on. Hold the phone, everyone. Before we call quits on this day, I need to know, everyone at home, my feats, my racial tendencies are all going to be gone. Do I gain the wood elf feats? And
Yep. So
pretty much just the racials.
Just go to your character, and click on the change level thing or whatever, manage levels, and then go to the race and go from and like remove halfling and put on wood elf.
That is that is insane. That is. I'm going to race.
You know what? Does karma for you making fun of me when I turn into a little man?
I was waiting for the fireball to go off though and like blow up the ship or catch it on fire.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? I mean, luckily, you dying was literally the worst thing that happened, and luckily it came with reincarnation. So,
that's funny.
Yeah.
If you don't even look like you, I'm like shaking you, going, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
Oh my god, here we go. Changing race.
I would be poking him in the face with my finger, like, what the hell?
And he's got on this, like, little, like, red, whatever it is, like, normal clothes.
He was still dressed as a child, wasn't he?
Doesn't quite fit him anymore. Like, it looks like me trying to put on my son's clothes, just like...
Bleeding all over the place and whatnot. Pius walks up to Lucius, hands him a spear, and says, "My dagger."
Thank you. it was very helpful. I'll give Hendrix his hatches back too. Thank you.
So we go next.
I have them all back. I have 5 hit points left out of 33.
I mean, you guys fared really well, all things considered. Like, it should have been far harder than it was. I just rolled like complete.
it came down. It was close.
Yeah.
I was excited because I wanted to see how it would work out me like fighting without without my advantage of strength and stuff. So it was fun.
Yeah. And you did, I mean, your armor is just ridiculous anyway, so that helps. Yeah, it was one of those things like you weren't. I mean, you guys could have fought your way out and you were doing really well. You may have survived. But the idea of making it as tough as it should have been was I wanted you guys to be able to like run and jump off the cliff. I thought that would have been cool. But if you guys stayed and fought, then that would have been fine too. Damn.
My God, have you even seen elves before? My God, they are ridiculously OP.
They're pretty badass, dude. Elves are pretty badass.
Oh yeah, you're an elf now, so I can talk
My
to you in
dash
elvish.
speed has gone from 50 to 70.
Yeah.
I can now hide even only when I'm lightly obscured. Oh, I'm not going to take full advantage of that, am I? I've got ability. I don't need to ever sleep again.
Yeah, you meditate.
So you meditate for 4 hours.
I've got advantage on saves against being charmed. Magic can't put me to sleep. What?
That was one of the spells that these guys had too, but they weren't. No one had taken enough damage where I felt up until the end that they could cast sleep on anyone.
Perception. So my perception, what are my proficiencies now? My skills. Have I lost anything here?
I don't think you gain anything as a halfling for proficiencies. If anything,
Yeah.
you probably
I've gone
gain
up on my
something.
proficiencies. Yeah. That's actually cuckoo crazy. All right, fine. I'm an elf.
Did you reassign where your stats went, or did they as
No,
far
I
as
didn't change anything.
the elf thing? Did you go to the stat section and make sure you apply the bonuses where you wanted them, or you're cool with how they landed?
I just did it as the random process. Whatever it is whatever it is, man.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. Love it.
The Tasha's thing, I get the concept of like you can have dumb blah and you can have I'm more like I just got turned by magic into a wood elf. It's telling me how to frickin' be.
That's cool. I'm down. Thank you everyone for joining us on crazy yet another Shield Warden session. Things that I don't expect happen. But we love that. It's all a lot of fun. So join us next time, 2 weeks from today. Thank you all, and goodbye.